Like, Jesus. Get the link here real quick and then put it up on the groups. Just a sec.
All right. Yeah. Speaking of,
I'll be like, there we go. Finally. Holy shit.
hey,
Jeez.
send me that link again real quick on my Instagram so I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sense here. Here you go. Just
All
sent
right.
you.
I got it. All right. Cool.
Man.
Copy. Let me post
That's
this.
it.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to y'all. Send it to y'all after I'm done with the live. Join if y'all want. Shit. Okay, hold on. Let me just post this shit on my community post. We only got 3 people. Cool. Hold on.
Yeah, it's all good. Put it up. If I get out of the app like you were telling me, does it like my camera is still up or not? Yeah.
It'll be like pause though. If you would like to exit real quick, it will pause it, the live.
Yeah, that's it. I see.
Yo, you that shit
I'm
was
learning,
funny. You
bro.
left when
I'm
you did this. You
learning.
was like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh, that shit was funny.
Take a screenshot real quick.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah. So like a high post.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. Perfect.
That's such
Just
a.
got it. Yeah, let me put it up right now.
They be like, oh, he's from the South. No. He from ATL. Nah, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me delete that
Say
shit.
it real quick. Let me put it up just a sec.
Okay, cool. I got my shit too. All right, I'm good. Oi, amigos and amigas. Tudo bem? Como você estás? Fam God, what's happening? Let me see. You got some. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to see. You got some.
All right. There we go. Oof. Finally. Holy shit. We got it. Damn.
Yeah, it took a while.
Yeah, but bro, God works in mysterious ways. We got it, man. Shit, finally. Okay, right. So look, for everybody that don't know me, real quick. So my name is Jonathan. I just usually go by John because it's easier. Also more stylish. And here's the thing. So I think we met like was it this year? Was this year, right? I guess.
It was this year. Yep, it was.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
here you go. So
Yep,
so
right
he
after Carnival.
was that's yeah, that's it. So
Yep.
Tyler was with I think it was like your brother and a friend. Is that it?
Yes, twin brother and my homie we had just went to Rio and then saw you there. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. So here's the thing. What I wanted to do with you today is just like get your let's say your experience and like your thoughts and just like opinions and what you've been through as an outsider, as a foreigner, at least from my point of view, right? In Brazil, right? So like living in Bahia and coming to Rio and talking to like a bunch of different people, which you always do, right? You're known for
Right.
that. So how like for example, so first question that I wanted to ask you is soon as you land here, right? First time ever, you land in Brazil, your reaction. What does it feel like? What's going on through Tyler's mind?
And Rio de Janeiro.
In
Or
Brazil overall. In
Brazil
Brazil.
overall? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
My first experience when I landed in Brazil was in Salvador, and my first experience is I wonder if they really don't speak English. That was really my first thing, because bro, I know it's very ignorant of me, but maybe this is the American in me, but
Okay.
this was my first country I ever like really gone to, because when I went to Dominican Republic, right? Dominican
Yeah.
Republic, people still speak English there. They speak English and Spanish,
Oh,
but majority Spanish. Um,
okay.
when I went to Brazil, I was thinking it was going to be the same thing. I'm like, somebody gonna speak English here.
Yeah.
And when I was when I went up to somebody, I said, "Hey, um, where's the near?" I was looking for the bathroom. Mind y'all, any English speaker people up in here, first thing you need to learn in Portuguese is banejo. If you don't know how to say bathroom, that's you're like, bro, I don't know
You're
what the fuck you're
done.
doing.
Yeah, yeah,
You're
yeah.
done.
And
You're cooked.
by the way, quick bro tip, friendly tip, don't try to like say the banyo shit. I
The
promise you we're
baño.
not gonna understand. We're not gonna get it. I promise you, man. Oh my mama. We're not gonna get it. Bro, I have a friend, Joseph from fuck, was Wisconsin, I guess. Like he was living here for a while, and then he was like, "Bro, like I speak broken Spanish, right? No Portuguese at all." So when
Yeah,
I came here, like I was lost, and then I just went to like a quick, like a mall, just to see, like
yeah.
probably we're gonna have bathrooms, and so I said, "Donde está el baño?" Right, and then the chick just looked at him like, I'm like trying to figure out what the
Right,
fuck is
like
going
what the
on,
fuck is you
and
talking about?
and then it was like el baño, but like baño, baño,
Right.
el baño, donde? And it was like eu não falo espanhol. Like I don't speak. I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I was like, oh fuck. So took his phone, showed him like this shit. It's like, oh yeah, it's
Right.
right there. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Just
your
quick tip,
friend,
but
your friend exactly said what you just said. That's a great bro tip, because bro, that's exactly what I did. I
yeah,
literally
right.
asked somebody. I said, "Where's the banio?" And they looked at me like, "What the fuck is you
Oh
talking about,
shit. Okay.
bro?"
Damn.
So you're literally explaining my life right now, and I'm like, "Oh damn." So that was my first experience. It was I
Yeah.
know someone speaks English here, and then I was very surprised, because when you go to, at least when you go to Rio de Janeiro, when you get off the plane, you're gonna meet maybe one or two people who speaks English,
For sure.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and if they
Definitely.
don't speak English, they'll actually know how to speak Portuguese and Spanish.
Yeah.
You come to Salvador, bro, it's like they are very, it's nothing but Portuguese here. If you find
Damn.
somebody who speaks English, which I was about to tell you just right now, that's why I was like, oh, hold on real quick, don't start live. I
Okay.
met a girl out here just right now before I came on this live. She speaks fluent English, and I'm like, damn, that's
Oh shit.
bro, very, very rare. Now she doesn't speak fluent English. Like she speaks fluent English, but she's not like you. Like you don't even have the accent. She got the accent. You can definitely tell she's
Nah,
Brazilian.
I
But
see. But
yeah,
no, but she flows. That's yeah.
she flowed with her shit. Yeah. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool, that's dope. But yeah, that was my first experience.
God. Okay. All right. Okay. No. So that's the thing. As soon as you notice, all right, the English is not gonna help me at all.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Like, what's your like first step? Right. So let me do this then. Like, you start taking Portuguese lessons. Not really. What did you do?
So my first thing that I did was when I was in Brazil, I was using the Google Translate. I tell people this on my channel all the time. That shit is only going to get you so is only going to get. We were just talking about this last night. It's only going to get you
Yeah, bro. One hundred
so.
percent. One
Yeah,
hundred
like bro, you're
percent.
not going to be
Yeah,
able to really experience Salvador or Brazil
that's
in
fine.
general, and you're not going to you're not going to really tap into stuff. So what I did was when I left, I'm like I want to go back to Brazil again, because I didn't really get the full experience of it, and I want to be able to like do everything like a local Brazilian. So what I did was I studied 100 words in Portuguese. I did 100 words in Portuguese,
Very
and
good.
the words that I picked up every time I come to Brazil, I find something new. I learn something new. So if it's like someone stubbing their foot, and they be like bajo, like or boha, they be like
Yeah,
boha. Like, I don't know what the fuck that means, but I know the context now. So I'm like, okay, I learned a new word. Or the first time I was here, everybody kept coming up to me like, "Oh, bom dia, boa noche." I'm like, "What the fuck does that mean?" But
yeah, yeah,
I'm looking
yeah.
at the context. I'm like, "Oh, it's morning. Oh, they're doing that at night. This must means good morning. Must be good night." So I'm learning shit like
That's
that.
it.
So
That's
I
fucking
tapped in,
amazing.
bro, with YouTube. YouTube, 100 words, learn that
That's
shit, and
it.
now I was like,
That's it.
let me start conversating in Portuguese.
That's it. All right, but look, let me just tell you this. Do you know what that actually means? Like the like porra, like that?
No, I don't.
All
Still
right,
to this
bro.
day, no.
You're in for a wild ride right now.
Oh, for real? What does it
Let
mean?
me, yeah, a little bit. So, because here's the thing. So, because you have like the literal meaning of it, translation, and then you have the contextual meaning, right? Like how we use it.
Yeah.
Literally, like it literally means come, like sperm. You know?
What?
Yeah. Kid you not, bro. That's literally what it means.
You're
You
lying.
know?
Boha means come.
No, yeah, yeah. It's like a vulgar way of calling it. Let's say it like that. You know?
What
Swear to
the
God, you
fuck?
can
Why
look it
do
up.
people use that?
That's the thing. I don't know why, but it became like a curse word that's like our go-to when we want to say like fuck or like shit. God damn
Yeah.
it, something like that. Yeah.
Why don't y'all
So
just
it's
use
like
droga then?
what?
Because damn or like shit is means the translation is droga, correct?
Droga. Like that?
Yeah, droga. Yeah, droga.
Yeah, but again, like context, right? Because contextually speaking, droga for us, like as a curse word, quote unquote,
Yeah.
it's more like like instead of saying damn, someone could say like dag, you know what I
Dang.
mean? Or dang, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay,
So
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of like that. I remember in Delirious from Eddie Murphy, he used to say that, like that his father wouldn't allow him to say dag because it sounded too much like damn. so
Yeah.
so yeah, dang, dag, same shit. That's what it sounds like for us. That's how we use it. Like droga is just like if you don't want to curse, you say droga. You know what I mean? Like droga.
Oh,
It's not vulgar. It's
okay.
just like dang it. It's not offensive to anyone for sure.
Right.
However, if you say porra, that's a heavy curse word. A lot of people don't like it for obvious reasons, but everybody says it. It's
Everybody.
just like, oh shit, oh porra, man, like that. Fuck, it's the same thing. So now the thing is, we have that, but then we also have variation, right? So you can say
Right.
that, you can say a bunch of other words. So, but I'm just telling you because literally it has nothing to do with how we use it. So that's the problem.
Bro, that
But
sounds so fucking wild. Bro, let me tell you something. Now that you just said that, I'm about to look at all you Brazilians so differently now. Bro, there's a old lady, I swear to God, bro. There's an
yeah,
old lady that's in my apartment. I don't know, her kid must have did something. Her kid must have like stubbed her foot or like stepped on her foot and she was like, boy.
that's it.
Now that sounds fucking weird. Like, like, bro, like when she said it, I'm thinking, oh, she meant like, oh shit, like, oh, that hurt, like something like
Yeah,
that, right?
because that's what she meant. That's what she meant. But literally, don't think about it, bro. Just it doesn't work. It doesn't work
That's
at all.
wild,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. No, and you know what? That's the thing. Like the more I notice, I mean, the more I talk to foreigners who are
Yeah.
learning Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese more specifically, the more I realize, like, bro, for no fucking reason, we sexualized everything. Like, we got words that can mean like 10 things, and like eight of them are just like sexual shit.
Right.
And it's like, bro, why? It makes no sense. How the fuck did we
Yeah.
come up with this shit?
See,
You know what I mean?
I'm glad you said it because as a foreigner, I can't say that shit. But I've realized the same thing too.
But
I'm
you
like,
have.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, totally. It's weird, man. It's fucking weird. Yeah. Okay, no, but all right. So you got the first like 100 words, right? You said
100 words.
words,
Yeah.
something like
Mhm.
that. Okay. All right. And so that helps you, I guess, for now
Yeah.
living.
I'm
It
able
did.
to have. I'm able to start a conversation. I'm able to ask questions, and somewhat. Um, I'm able to somewhat understand what people are saying and to maintain somewhat of a conversation. I can't. I'm not that good. Like, I'll understand what someone's saying, but I won't understand. Uh, so what I've learned is this: when it comes to Brazilians, you guys use body language a lot.
Very true.
Like, I would say at least 60% of you guys' language is body language.
Very true.
So yeah, so I'm really good at picking up on body language. So if I'm able to understand 100 of the words, so I'm able to pick up a little bit of the words, and then your body language on how you speak, I'm able to understand the context, and then the context of what we're talking about, I'm able to understand you to a certain degree. So I can combat what you're saying, and I'm like, okay, well, we can do this, blah blah blah, or what this, whatever you're
Totally.
saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm not going to understand fully everything that you say. Like someone,
Okay.
someone could like say some shit, like they could talk some mad shit to me, and if they don't use their body, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I'm like,
Oh.
oh, to the bank, okay. Like you can be like, oh,
To
you's an asshole. To the bank, bro. Like I don't know.
Okay. All right. I see that. Damn. Okay. Now look. So okay. So you did that.
Mhm.
Now, the other thing that I wanted to ask. So I got lots of questions, right? But like
We got time,
the
brother.
other one, right?
Mhm.
Is so you start communicating, right? Okay. You get to talk to people. You start feeling more confident. You know all that. All right.
Yeah.
What do you start noticing that maybe like stood out for you when it comes to like differences in maybe like culture or just like communication or stuff like that, like was there something or maybe a couple of things that got your attention about like how we communicate or like how we function as a culture compared to the US or to LA at least?
Uh, I'm repeat that one more time. You said some difference in culture. Say it again.
Yeah, like culture differences and maybe like how we treat each other or like how women treat you compared to like LA women or maybe like or just American women or like
Yeah.
just like the way that we work as a culture, like from your point of view, you know what I mean? Like what you start noticing once you start to have these conversations and get to know people and all that.
Right. Um. So okay. It's actually interesting. I'm gonna give you 2 points of views, right? So when
Okay.
it comes to let's talk about the male first. When it comes to the men that I have interacted with, of just like like on a bro to bro type shit, and we just kicking it and stuff like that. What I've learned when it comes to Brazilian guys, they are very open to having new friends, and they're very friendly, very cool. Um, if you meet a Brazilian guy and you're like, "Hey, bro, show me where the spots at, show me where the parties at, show me where the girls congregates at. I'm looking for a wife, blah blah blah." Not only will they show you the places where you need to go, but they'll hang with you and they'll be like, "Yeah, bro, like, oh yeah, this is my homie. I'm about to like kick it with you, bro."
Yeah.
And I'm from LA. LA people are not like that. Like we
Damn.
not if you not gang, bro, we not really kicking with you. We not fucking with you. We not showing you around the spots and stuff like that. We have a very territorial type of mindset, unfortunately. And I
I
really
see.
believe because it's the climate of the dating out there. So it's like if you, right, in particular, you was to come out to LA, you didn't know me, and you were like meeting some, and you're like, hey, bro, like, where do we party at? Where's the girls at and stuff like that. They're not going to tell you the information that you need to know because they're going to be like, he's competition. He's going to be someone that's going to interfere
I
with you
see.
getting with you. You feel me?
I
So,
see.
and then on top of that, they all of us, even myself, I think like this too. We always think that someone is on some nefarious stuff and have some nefarious type of mindset, so we don't want
Yeah, I
to,
get that.
you know what I mean? So unfortunately that's how we were kind of raised. We even have this thing where it's like, you know how people be like, oh, I'm gonna teach you a slang right now. You know how people be like, oh, stay safe, or stay safe, or when you say goodbye to someone, you be like, oh, stay safe, or
Yeah.
have a good day. What we say in LA, we'd be like, stay dangerous.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. The reason why we say stay dangerous is because a lot of gangs be going on, a lot of gang shit be going on down
Nah,
there,
I
a
get
lot
that.
of
Yeah.
fighting bullshit. So we say stay dangerous. Like now when it comes to the girls, the women aspect, what I've learned is uh and I talk about this on my channel. Women in Brazil, I love women in Brazil, first off. They just beautiful, super nice, um,
Okay.
kind of crazy. But
Amen to that.
yeah, kind of crazy, but it's
Yeah.
okay. I could deal with it. But the thing is, they're very sweet. Um,
True.
if a Brazilian girl likes you, she's going to show it in many many ways. And on top of that, my experience dating Brazilian women, it has always been fun. Like I've never,
Oh,
I don't think I've ever had really a bad date with a Brazilian, bro.
damn.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I can't name not one time I've actually went on a date with a girl and had a bad date. Now I can name you so many fucking so many times. I can literally, if I made a whole channel on how many bad dates I've had in LA, bro,
Infinite
I swear
content.
I'd be 85 years old still talking, bro.
Holy shit.
So
God
it's just
damn.
like my experience with Brazil has always
Yeah.
just been a good experience. I've had some bad experiences, obviously, but
Oh, you're
um,
bound to. That's part of life.
it's
Yeah.
part of life, exactly. But I've always
Yeah.
had good experiences. Mhm.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, but you know what? Like when you talk, when you mentioned this, matter of fact, I just noticed. I didn't tell you this, but like the thing that you just mentioned right now about them being like sweet and and loving and all that, I definitely agree. And bro, I felt that like really strongly maybe like a week ago. So I went to this party, right? And
Yeah.
there's this chick that's like I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to run any
Right.
risks. But anyway, she's like apparently I guess she's kind of famous, I believe, in Rio in a way, like a influencer wannabe in a way.
Okay.
And she's from Cali, right?
She's from
And bro, like
she's from where?
Cali, California.
Oh, she's from
And
Cali.
dude,
Oh, okay.
bro, definition of a baddie. Holy shit, dude. You don't understand what I'm saying, man. It's just like insane. Like you look at it, you're like, oh fuck, is that real? Like, like
Right. Is that real?
it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Oh my god. Like she works out, like runs, all that shit. You know what I mean? So like boss bitch type shit, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, out of the party. One of the few people that actually speak English well enough to, have a conversation.
Right.
So I go up to her, right? Bro, I had to keep the conversation going for at least like, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes with nothing coming back to me at all. And
Dry
again,
as
like I
fuck.
don't say this. I don't say this because like, well, she's obligated to speak to me. Not at all. I get that,
Right.
But it's not just that. Even her friends that were like a friend of hers recognized me. Like, oh yeah, I follow you on this, So that's already
Yeah.
like could be useful, right?
No, for
But
sure.
then
You already got a leg up type shit. Yeah.
no, yeah, exactly. So like she was like her friend was interested in like talking to me and how do you languages and all that, right?
Right.
And then her other friends as well, because I don't think the other ones knew me, but they were interested, like, oh, this is interesting conversation. Yeah, let's hear it. And then she like you could tell she was the only one that was like, I don't really give a fuck about what's going on. Like just nothing at all.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. And then like other friends of mine were like American and all that, came up to her as well. And bro, no one, like nothing fucking nothing, like no reaction, no.
Oh
It's like,
God.
bro, oh my god, why do you got to be like that? Like it's
Right. welcome to
Jeez.
bro. Welcome to my old life, bro.
Yeah,
Like
right.
going up to girls, keeping up the conversation, bro. You don't have to do that with a Brazilian. Bro. I've noticed with Brazilians when you say it's like okay, a good conversation is exactly what we're having. We're basically playing tennis right now.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
throwing me a question, I'm throwing you one back. You throwing, we're having a good conversation. When you talk to women in the states, bro, they can be the bad. Definitely, they bad. They like Ruby Rose bad. How you talking about right now,
Yeah,
bro? They have no type of their experience. Like their experience is something that we can't even fathom. Like they've been on yachts, they've been flown out. So it's like, oh yeah, and these guys are like fucking Eddie Murphys and Kevin Hart entertaining them and shit. Like, bro, I ain't got time for that bull. Like, bro, I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not here to do that.
Amen,
Like,
bro. Oh, preach. Yeah, definitely,
yeah, bro.
definitely. Yeah, no, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense, man. Okay, so you felt that. Now, let me ask you this: would you say, sorry, would you say that it's um, like if you had to compare like American women and Brazilian women. I mean, from your point of view, right? From your standpoint, of course.
Uh-huh.
Um, do you think that like one might be more loyal than the other one? Like you wouldn't have to worry about cheating and all that?
Oh, I feel like people gonna be mad at me, but yeah, I can answer that. Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
good.
I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna
Nah,
say
be
this.
honest, man.
Hey, I'm
Say,
gonna be
bro.
honest. I'm gonna be.
Yeah, yeah. Come on.
I feel that American women are actually more faithful. Unfortunately,
All right.
I know, very, very weird to say, but from my
Not that
experience,
weird, honestly. I can kind of see where you're coming from, but go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Just
like
tell me what you think.
I seen some shit, bro. I done seen some shit out here, bro. Like to where it's like I I would have never thought like, bro. I think I told you this before, but I told my audience before. I've had a girl that was full on in a marriage, literally get at me, talk to me like, oh, you're cute,
God
blah blah
damn.
blah blah. What you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, and I'm thinking, oh, she's single, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, cool, you single? She's like, no, I'm married. I'm like, what? You're at the beach, double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon, talking to me? Like, what are we doing? What, bro? That's one thing I will give. I'm gonna give my sisters out there in America. I'm gonna give them they flowers on that. They not gonna do shit like that. That's just something they not doing.
Yeah.
Um, but with
Damn.
that being said, though, that's not all Brazilian women. And I tell
No,
people
yeah,
that
of
too.
course.
It's the select few that I have seen, but there's also good girls too. That's like they they're very faithful to their marriage. I've also went up to girls, talked to them, be like, oh hey, possible our combo steak, and I talk to you, and they be like, oh I'm sorry, I'm married, blah blah blah. And some of them they actually let me talk to them, be like, oh yeah, like conversate because they see that I speak English, so they'll
Yeah,
try to
yeah.
practice their English with me. And then once I say, oh, vos say soltera, they be like, nah, I'm married and stuff like that, and keep it
Totally.
pushing.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But that's it. At least like they're nice about it. You know what
yeah,
I mean?
they not
Like they keep it
exactly.
going. That's my point. No, but look,
Right.
I totally understand you, man. And look, I feel like I was actually talking about this to a friend of mine from New Zealand,
Mhm.
and because she's like, she was telling me that so her other friend is trying to like get a what's like like supposedly right like a husband, like a South American husband, you know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
Colombian guy or a Brazilian one. Anyway, so we were talking about that, and I was like, "Yeah, look, it might not be the best place for her to find like a husband, all that shit." Because the way I see it, it's kind of like a 50-50. Meaning,
Yes.
you could find like the love of your life, who's like the most loyal, most perfect, most fucking everything, like that angel, right?
No.
Or it could look like that but not at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the
Yeah.
day, like behind closed doors, it's another type of guy, you know?
Right.
And as a matter of fact, and I wanted to ask you this, like since we're talking about relationships, one thing that I've noticed that is oddly common here, or at least like so most of the students that I used to have in the beginning, right, just as like a private tutor, were women, right? And I
Right.
started to notice this sort of tendency, like a pattern that we repeat, which is or was the fact that it's just crazy to me. Like almost all of them had the passwords to the boyfriend's account,
Oh shit.
like
Oh, that's so common.
Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook, all that shit. You know,
Yeah.
like have you seen that in the U.S.? Like is that
Absolutely, bro. Bro. My the homie right now, the homie. I'm not gonna name his name, but the homie right now, bro. His girl
is
got
like
his
that?
Instagram,
Fuck me,
Facebook,
dude.
all that shit, bro. Like it's toxic, bro. We're very toxic in America, bro. But let me hold
Holy.
on, real quick.
Okay.
Delinko, I'm so glad you said. He said, but the guys in the U.S. don't got the riz like Brazilians. We're
Yeah.
built different. Let me ask you, bro. I'm so glad he said that shit. Let me ask you. Do you as a Brazilian man, do you think you have more riz? I hate that fucking word, but do you think you have more
No.
riz than American men?
I don't feel like we have more Riz. I feel like we just. I mean, if Riz is the word for like attitude, in a sense like initiative, not attitude, just initiative,
Uh
then maybe yeah. But that's
huh.
not because we're Brazilians. It's just because it's a culture that you like. You're most likely going to have around you. You know what I mean? And it's just like you see someone that you like, you go up to them. Just like
Oh,
everybody
whoa,
does
whoa,
it, and
whoa,
you're
whoa, whoa. Oh,
expected to do.
no, 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 no. Nah, I disagree, bro. I disagree. Bro, I didn't met so many Brazilians that have looked at a girl and
No,
I'm looking at my,
definitely,
oh, you
bro.
want to
Yeah,
say
no, I get that. Yeah, yeah, we talking about this. I'm talking about yeah, I wasn't specific, but that's my bad.
this?
But because I like in my mind, I was thinking of like most dudes from favelas, like from the hood.
Oh, okay, that might be
You
different.
know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's
Okay, okay, okay.
very different, bro. Like that, just to understand, like, because I'm from the hood in like northern part of Rio, right,
Yeah.
dude? like literally, I don't know, like 90% of my friends, male friends,
Uh,
they were just like that. And like back in high school, all that shit, bro. I don't even know how many women they picked up. Like it's just nonstop. And
really?
that's the thing. Like you go out to a party, they're kind of expecting that. They know like they just have to stand there and then like 10, 20, 30 guys are gonna come up, you know? For sure. You know what I mean? So yeah, nowadays, look, if I have to make like a quick analysis, if you
Yeah.
check like I don't know, middle class or like even higher ups, they might not do that. Or like that
Mm,
often, let's say like that.
right.
So that's the way I see it because that's what I grew up seeing around me. So
Okay.
yeah, I feel like that might play a part maybe into it.
Right.
But okay. No, yeah, but look, I definitely I agree with you. Like I understand where you're coming from when you say like, yeah, probably Americans would be like more loyal, more faithful. I get that. I understand.
Mm,
Okay. Now, that being said, if we take it to the extreme, right?
okay.
Would you rather, like just in the possible future, right?
Mm.
Would you rather, right now, would you rather have uh an American or a Brazilian or just like a Latina as a wife if you had to choose?
If I had to choose a wife, would I rather a Latina or what?
Or American chick.
Not definitely not no American.
Are you-
Absolutely not American. Yeah, fuck no. I wouldn't. Not in the no. Fuck no.
Okay.
You see what's going on. You see what's happening with Diddy. You see what's happening with who's the last DDG.
Oh yeah.
There's so many fucking others. DDG, Diddy. Who's the last one?
What was one of like a Jonathan something that was like on Star Wars?
in Star Wars.
Yeah. I guess
Uh,
like a wait. Like
what are
he
you
had
talking
a bro, I don't get that. Like again, I'm an outsider, right? But
about?
even on the internet, I see Americans talking about, especially like Black Americans talking about this all the time. Soon as and this is the joke, I guess, which is like black actor makes it, like finally is successful, right? Like as soon as possible, they end up with a white chick immediately. I don't get what the fuck, dude. It's so weird, man.
Bro,
And
it's
that was the thing,
weird.
like this dude from Star Wars, I forget his name.
Yeah,
That's exactly what happened. And this white chick, which is like fucking insane, almost ruined his life. You know,
who you
like
talking about?
Jonathan Majors. I
Oh,
guess that's it.
oh, you talking about Marvel? Yeah, bro, they fucked him, bro. They fucked him so bad. This nigga had to go back to black girls. He went to Megan Good. I was like, nah, they did him dirty, bro. I think it said fuck white. I'm gonna just go ahead and go back to the sisters. That shit was crazy.
Fuck.
Oh, Prolific said it too. Zion Williamson. Zion's a dumbass though, but bro, like
Damn. Oh shit.
it's
Yeah.
it's different, bro.
You
I
see,
could
it's
never.
so fucking weird, man. I don't know. Oh my
Hey,
god.
this is how I look at it.
Okay.
You marry an American girl, you got a good 1 to 2 years to where she gonna throw a DMV on you, a DV on you, domestic violence, an allegation that you R word her, or an allegation of he or not an allegation, or everything is always gonna be he mentally abused me, spiritually abused me.
Oh yeah, spiritually. Damn. Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
even tell you how many. Actually, you don't even need to be married. Every boyfriend, if you date a girl, her last boyfriend
Damn, bro.
mentally and spiritually abused her. So you
That's
gonna
too
deal with that
far.
shit. What a Brazilian girl, at least with her, she not gonna leave you for your money like that. Depending on who you is and depending on what you do to her. But
Yeah.
if you cheat, she probably gonna cheat on you too.
Very
She's
likely.
just gonna get her lick back. So
That's yeah. That's very likely. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, actually, look. So let me put you on this. 'Cause I don't know if you know about this, right? But we have like a reference. It's just like it's weirdly accurate. I'm like, bro, who came up with this shit? Like we
right.
have a reference, kind of like a meme, which is like the divorce chick who's like muscle mommy became a muscle mommy, like that, and has
Uh,
like 1 to 3 dogs. It's like, bro, it's a pattern that just keeps repeating like nonstop. In
we
my
have the
gym,
same
bro,
thing.
like probably like I don't know, 6 to 7 like that. Easy,
Right.
easy, man. and it's always like approaching 40s, kind of like noticing that they don't have as many options,
Right.
or that like because their bodies are too like developed like that, they
Yeah.
kind of look a little masculine or like just emit this masculine energy. So a lot
Yeah.
of men are like, yeah, she's hot, but I'm not gonna fuck with that. So it's like they don't know what to do. Like, bro, I see that. Oh my god, everywhere. It's crazy, and
That shit is
usually, and
terrible,
that's
bro.
my point. Like I've had a couple of students that were like that,
Right.
and bro, it's always the same thing. They broke up or like got divorced, some shit like that. Not necessarily for fault of the man, right? But could be. But
Yeah.
anyway, got divorced, and then they were like, okay, it's me now. It's about like I'm gonna switch lifestyles. I'm gonna become this like amazing woman and all that. And then they do that, and then they inevitably end up either with cats or dogs, and yeah, that's it. So it's
Bro,
like
it's unfortunate that it does happen like that. And bro, like honestly, um, I feel like people need to have more of a deeper conversation and shit like that when because I've noticed a lot of girls, and this goes for any culture, whether you're in Brazil, whether you're in America. I've noticed every time they get out of a relationship or they get out of a marriage, a lot of women and men do it too. Men, yeah, I'm not even gonna only put it on women. Men do it too.
people, yeah, overall,
Uh, uh, they be like, "Oh, I'm free." What the fuck do you mean you free?
bro. That's
That's
so
weird,
yeah.
bro. That's mad.
That's
And bro, I see niggas do it. I see women do it, and I've always thought to myself, I'm like, bro, if you felt like you was trapped in a relationship this whole time, why? And you feel like you was in prison, why even be in that shit? Because me
yeah,
personally, when I get in a relationship, when I break up with a girl, I've never in my lifetime ever said, "Oh, I'm free." I don't do that shit because I'm like,
totally,
yeah, most of the time I'm usually sad because I'm like, damn, I wanted the shit to work out. But when this whole "oh, I'm free" and stuff like that, bro, they keep that toxicity to yourself, bro, because no one want to deal with that shit, bro. Like,
totally.
yeah, you gotta heal. You gotta heal before you get into the next
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah, bro. You said
Yeah.
it. Oh man, that's exactly it. You gotta heal. That's it. That's it.
Mm,
Yeah, no, look, I agree. And look, I feel like we have like as a culture, and again, I don't think this is like just women. I feel like this is unfortunately just like an established thing that we kind of follow, I guess, which is because I mean we grew up seeing it, so it's kind of like our normality in a way, which
yeah.
is like you got to get back. You know what I mean? You got to find a
Right.
way to have revenge.
Right.
And it's like a vengeful culture. Like, bro, that's not good for you. Like for your heart, for your soul. That's just toxic. That why the fuck would you feed into that?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
not good for no one. It's like, come on, man. Damn.
Facts.
Yeah.
I
Shit.
know.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, I know. I know. I know you're supposed to ask me questions, but I got to ask you one more thing before you get up
No,
out of
go
here.
ahead. Go ahead.
So recently, since I got out here, this is like my seventh time being in Salvador now because I live here. But
Mhm.
um, since I got out here this last time, I've been hearing a lot of rumbles and a lot of things. Like two girls have already said, "Oh, are you red pill? Is this a new thing for y'all? This whole red pill, blue pill shit?"
Not new thing. I feel like maybe for women, for like young women, they might be
Uh-huh.
like starting to know or to hear about it, possibly, but
Okay,
definitely not new. I promise you that. Like,
it's not new.
I
Okay.
don't know, man, since like 2018, 2017, I guess. We already spoke about it. We already had people talking about it. So yeah.
Okay.
It definitely wasn't like that book called Rational Male by Rollo Tomasi?
Yeah.
Right? See the reaction?
Bro,
So
me personally, hold on real quick. Me personally, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think the whole red pill shit is goofy. That's me. It's dying down in America.
I agree.
Like
I
we
agree.
don't do that shit no more. Like that shit has faded out, and it's a lot because it's like a lot of like fucking like weirdos and losers is in that shit, bro.
Yeah.
But with that being said, some of the things that they do say I do agree with. But um I just been hearing it a lot out here in Brazil. Like people been like, "Oh, are you red pill?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, bro,
But that's the thing.
no."
Look, that podcast called Whatever, that's
Whatever
in the
podcast. Yeah,
US?
yeah. Uh-huh.
So, bro, it's like it's they have a winning formula, which is they bring in these chicks, they're like dumb as fuck usually, and
Yeah.
just like OF models and all that. And they just keep like refuting the most basic ass shit that they have as opinions, right? Which It's not even their opinion. It's just like they saw it somewhere like a publication or like, oh yeah, I agree with that shit.
Yeah,
That's it, right?
facts.
Couple of people are doing the same thing in Brazil, and it's a winning formula. It always goes viral because people start
Oh.
debating like, "Oh no, I don't agree with that. That's sexist. That I should talk a bit." You know, it's like it's just people find each other all the time. That's
Okay.
it. That it's just that over and over. And because of that, because these videos start going viral again and again and again,
Yeah.
now you have younger women that are like, wait, what's this? Red pill?
Yeah.
What's that? And it's like even for Brazilians, like we say it in English, like red pill, wrong pronunciation, but anyway. But
Exactly.
again, it's like what's this? What's this universe? What is this? Wait, it's like a whole theory behind it. Oh shit, let me check. You know, and it's like
Right.
okay, who believes this? You know, wait, does my boyfriend believe it? You know, what I mean? So it's like it's just like another thing that you got to worry about. You know, so
Right.
yeah, I feel like for like younger women, maybe it's like starting to just become more popular,
Okay.
possibly.
Yeah.
But for like most men, it's definitely like they've heard about it, you know, and
Okay.
either they agree, they feel that's their life, you know, which they stay away from these people. But then you have the
Facts.
people that are like, nah, man, it's just bullshit and all that, right? So yeah,
Right.
definitely, definitely,
Okay.
you know. So
Okay.
yeah, yeah, no, but I agree with you. Like in the beginning, I was like, yeah, well, look, it makes sense, I get it, but then you start noticing that for some reason, right? Just like oddly, they attract way too many like low life people. That's just like, bro, they're chronically online. Don't
Right.
fucking touch grass. You know, it's like, bro, get just leave your house, man. Just you know,
Exactly, bro. And
you're
that's
gonna
the and
solve all
bro.
your problems,
It's
right?
always like that, bro. What I'm doing right now on YouTube, people are people they like to associate me with passport, bro. And I'm like, bro, first off, my nigga, I don't go to all these. I'm not a tourist in Brazil. I'm just no longer am I a tourist. I live here. I'm not a tourist here, so I can't be a
That's
fucking
it.
passport, bro.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
they labeled me this shit. And at first, when it first started, it was a cool little thing. It was like, okay, dudes is getting tired of American women. They're going out to these different countries. They're supposed to be not on the no nefarious stuff, but they're supposed to be looking for women so they can have long term relationships slash wives, right? But then you get a couple of Pookies and Ray Rays going out of Colombia, paying for
yeah.
the
Very
box,
true.
doing bullshit, trying to film girls having sex, like doing all that bullshit, and now it has a negative stigma. And now it's like, okay, whoever got a passport and whoever does content on YouTube going to these places, now they're passport bros. I'm
Yeah,
like,
automatically. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I've
you,
seen that. Yeah, it's bullshit. Yeah, but then again, it's like it's just it's almost I feel like it's a human nature tendency to just like simplify complicated stuff, you know? Or not
fact,
even complicated, just things we don't understand. We just put a
right?
label on it, like, oh yeah, that's it. Because it's not complicated for me anymore, you know? So I'll just label
Hmm.
it like that and you don't bother me. So it's like, no, you're a pastor, bro. No, but I'm not, no, but you are. For me, you are. You know, it's like
Right.
that's it pretty much, right? That's like, all right, okay, be happy. You know, so yeah, but all right, now look. So having said all that, just like switching up a little bit. Another thing that I like when I was thinking of like what I could ask you, this was one of the things that like it doesn't really interest me as a topic, but then I was like, the more I thought about it, I was like, damn, wait, this it might be like different because I don't know like what I'm about to ask you as a Brazilian, I have no experience whatsoever when it comes to like food, meaning like what's like maybe a typical food in LA or just like in the US, but it's more specifically LA, right? Because I know
Okay.
it's a mix of cultures. I get that, but it's like so my question: do you prefer like do you have any preferences for like the food in Bahia, the food in LA, the food in Brazil overall? Do you miss like stuff from LA that you can only get there and
All
like it
the
doesn't
fucking
exist?
time.
Oh
Yes,
yeah? Oh
bro,
shit! Like
all the
what?
time. Yeah, you know what's funny? It's funny that because when you told me about this, when you asked me this question last night, I couldn't think of it. And then when I went to bed last night and I started thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? I kind of have a good answer for that because a lot of girls they say the same. They ask me, they like, oh yeah, what's your buy-in food? And they always say this. I don't know why, but you Brazilians, y'all think that KFC is American culture food. And I'm like, that is so disrespectful. Like y'all don't understand how definitely when you talk to a black American, y'all don't understand how disrespectful that shit is. Cause it's like, bro, we don't claim KFC. That's not us, bro. But
Totally, I get it.
what I miss when I'm here, so the foods that I like here, I love acai. I literally hold on.
Bro, God bless you, man.
Bruh,
Yeah.
I'm so serious about this shit, bro. I literally had this shit right before I got up on here, bro.
There you go. That's it. That's it. That's it.
I love you guys' which is maybe sound kind of weird, but this girl actually put me on this. When you go to the movie theaters, Cinemark specifically, you guys have this like popcorn, and you guys have like this white cream on it. You know what I'm talking about? Bro,
Yeah.
that shit is so fucking fire,
Yeah,
bro.
right?
We don't have that in the States. Bro,
Oh,
every
not
time
at all? Damn.
no,
Okay.
I
I
this,
know that.
this was my first time when I first got here to the movie theaters. She was like, "Oh, you should try this," and I tried. Bro, I never had that before.
Oh,
So
shit.
yeah,
Okay.
every time I go to I go. I don't know what it's called though. Like the last time I went on a date to the
Bro, I
movie.
feel like you're talking about, like, does the word "catupiry" remind you anything?
I think so. Katupari,
Might be
yeah.
that.
It's like a white
Catupiry.
syrupy thing, right?
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's what
It
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 is.
could be that. I'm not sure if that's it, but yeah, that's probably it. Because we have so here's the thing. We use that for like a lot, like a fuck ton of foods here in Brazil. But not food like in a sense of like a meal. Not that. It's more like if you're out in the streets, it's like street food, you know?
Street
You're
food, yeah,
gonna
yeah.
yeah. So
Hmm.
maybe like I don't know, 40 to 50 even maybe percent of the food you're gonna find will have catupiry somewhere, you know?
Oh,
It's like
really?
it's just like a yeah, kind of like a cream cheese in a way, but not really. It's like the
Yeah, but it's
texture,
sweet though, right?
Yeah, exactly,
Okay,
exactly. That's it.
yeah,
So
yeah. Okay,
so it's yeah, it breaks the saltiness of some foods, So it's just
right.
yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Um. Okay. Interesting. All right. So that's I wasn't expecting that answer. That's interesting. But what
Yeah.
about like so that's something that I promise you Brazilians we don't know, which is um like, what would be a meal, like a regular, a common meal for someone in LA, or like for you growing up? Like, what would be a meal to you? Like lunch, dinner,
Um.
what would that be?
So the thing is, because I'm from LA, so if you speak to anyone from like LA, New York, stuff like that, it's a little similar to like Rio de Janeiro. Because I remember we was having this conversation about like you guys don't have a specific thing of Rio.
Very true.
It's the same
Yeah.
thing in LA too. We don't have a very
Ah,
specific thing because it's a
okay.
melting pot. We have Asians, Latinos,
Yeah, right.
Black Americans. But with that being said, we are known for something, definitely specifically in LA. Have you ever heard of Roscoe Chicken and Waffles?
Ross? No.
No, this is so funny. Okay, so Roscoe's
It's
Chicken and Waffles is very known in LA. It started in LA. Basically, it's fried chicken with waffles that you can eat at the same time. And so it's breakfast and lunch at the same time, breakfast and dinner
holy
all together.
shit. Oh my
Bro,
god, dude.
that
This
shit's
is
so fucking
amazing.
fire, bro. It's chicken and waffles. You get a side of collard greens and another side too that you want to pick. So some people pick mac and cheese or whatever, right? So me specifically,
Bro, what the fuck?
bro, I promise to God, bro, I promise to God, if you ever get your visa and you come out to
Yeah.
LA, I promise you, I'm gonna treat you. I'm gonna show you some shit, bro. I'm gonna show you some shit, like for real. I'm gonna for real show you some shit, bro. Like,
Damn,
because
man.
the thing is, a lot of Brazilians, y'all love to say, "Oh my God, Brazilian food is the best." Y'all ain't never had soul
Right.
food, bro. When you have soul food, it
Ah,
nothing
it's
else
very
compares.
different. I get it. I
I'm
get it.
telling you. I'm telling you.
Bro, you ever watch that video that's like, Conan O'Brien? Like the
Who?
Conan? Like the redhead dude?
Oh yeah, yeah, Conan O'Brien. Yeah, yeah, I know him. Yeah,
Yeah, so one of the guys that used to write for him is Dion Cole, which is like one of my favorite comics, right? The black
yeah,
dude. And so there's a video that they made. It's like, bro, it's fucking go. Like Dion took him to like Compton, I guess, to
yeah.
show him like soul food, right? Like this fucking ginger from Ireland. It's like, bro, it's fucking oh my god. It's amazing. Like they just keep bringing more. They keep more. It's like this is enough. Thank you. It's like,
This is another
bro,
thing.
I love it. I fucking love it. Yeah, no, but I feel you. I get that. Oh, so look, this is something that I thought was really interesting. And
Uh,
so here's the thing. Actually, let me ask you this: have you ever been to like a soccer game here in Brazil?
Not yet. I plan on to though. Yeah, not
Okay.
yet. Hmm.
When you go, like, pay attention to the food that you're gonna have around you, not in the stadium, in the street. I promise you, you're gonna look at it and you're gonna be like, "Oh, this is soul food. It's the same shit. Literally, same shit. Promise you. Promise you."
Okay,
Like,
I
if
now
you
now I gotta go.
no, you have to, bro. You have to. Like, I noticed it. I started noticing this because, like, there's been maybe 2 years that I put my attention back I mean, football. We call it football, right? So football or soccer, because well, I literally live right next to the stadium, right, for my team. So it's Vasco, right? It's the team from Rio. So thing is, every time we have a game that's about to happen,
uh,
like, I don't know, 5 to 6 hours prior to the game, you already have a bunch of people that are like setting up stands and all that, right? Food
right,
stands and all. And so you can already start, smelling food, right?
right,
And then because I grew up with this, I never thought of it like, that's interesting. Let me see what they're cooking and was this about. No, I never really paid attention. But
right,
then because of like languages and culture and all that, I started to pay attention. I was like, bro, this is literally the same thing. I mean, certain things, right?
right.
Are literally the same that would fit into the category of soul food, you know? Or like
Give
a
me
lot
okay.
of
Give me an
what
example. Give me an example, because I want to know if our definitions of soul food, because Black American soul food may be a little different than Brazilian soul food.
yeah, I get that. But
Hmm.
for instance, would you say that's like soul food has a lot of like fried stuff, like deep fried stuff?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
There you go. So like
Mm,
every time, bro, like anywhere. I mean, at least from what I've noticed, right, in Sao Paulo and in Rio, anywhere you go, if it's a match, you're gonna have like every imaginable thing you could think of that could be fried will be fried. You know what I mean? So it's kind
okay.
of like that. Like you already have that, and then you have like, for example, I know like, would you say that soul food has like a lot of spice to it or not?
Season, and I'm so glad you just said that seasoning, and that's a lot of because I don't know how to cook, but I've been around, women who
Yeah,
cook, so I know what they do. So we're very big on seasoning. So we use like for our chicken, just our regular chicken, we use Lowry seasoning, pepper, salt. Y'all do that. So what's y'all seasoning that y'all use?
pretty much the same. I
Y'all
mean,
have
look, I
Lowry
don't know.
seasoning?
So, look, do you use paprika?
What?
Paprika.
I don't even know what that is.
Wait, let me show this to you. So that like oregano and all this stuff. Wait,
Uh,
like this red powder right here. Let me see if I can. There you go, like this.
no.
No.
No, we don't use that. Prolific, you
Um,
up in here? Hey, bro, do you use that when you? No, 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 no.
like this. Look.
That definitely don't look. Hell no.
No.
Nope. Nope.
Okay. All right. Well, we use this. We use oregano. But I mean, again, not just that, right? It's just like
Hmm.
But yeah, a lot of salt. Definitely a lot of salt.
For sure.
Um, Bro, I'd say like so. We use a lot of salt, paprika sometimes, lemons, like to just give it a little
The
different
juice, we do
taste,
the same thing. Okay.
right?
Uh
That's
huh.
it. Okay, what else? Like, what would you say is like go-to seasoning for you?
Go to is Lowry's. No matter what. Lowry's.
Okay.
Type in L A. Shit. How you spell Lowry's? Larry's sees LAYRES seasoning.
Oh
It should
yeah, yeah, yeah.
pop up.
Okay, let me check. Lord, okay. Yeah, we don't have that here.
Y'all don't have that. Yeah, I know y'all.
Oh,
I know.
okay, but wait, it's salt. It's like seasoned salt.
It's seasoned salt. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay, let me check what it's made of. Um, Salt,
Some
sugar,
bad
spice.
shit. That's why y'all don't sell it.
See that? No, wait, wait, wait. Look at this.
What?
Ingredients: salt, sugar, spices, including paprika.
Oh,
Bro,
paprika's in it?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Celery seed, turmeric. We use that too. Onion, yeah. Cornstarch, yeah. Garlic, same shit.
Oh
That's
shit.
exactly it. We just don't put it like in one thing and then use it. It's like we use all separate.
Yeah, y'all use it
But
individual. Okay, okay, okay.
bro, that's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna be
Definitely.
100 though, bro. When I taste y'all chicken, it tastes totally different from our. I'm not saying it's bad. but it just tastes totally different from our chicken. That's why I'm like,
Okay.
oh, like, because when we use our seasoning, pretty much, okay, so I'm thinking because you guys use all the ingredients that's in Laurie's seasoning, that's why it may taste different from Laurie's seasoning.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
we grew up on Laurie seasoning when it comes to cooking and
Totally.
chicken and shit. Yeah.
That's that makes sense. Okay.
Hmm.
I
But
see.
that's
So
funny
like
though.
you
But
don't buy them like separate. It's like Lori and
no,
that's it.
yeah, it's really just
That's
it's
it.
Laurie's salt, pepper, and then
That's
we may add
definitely it,
like
bro.
yeah, like one or two more other stuff. But and then we'll use
Hmm.
lemon for juices, like just like you guys.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. That's it.
hmm
No, yeah, okay, that's why. That's definitely why. Yeah, for sure.
yep.
Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right, now look, see, here's the thing. Like on the website, like McCormick, you have the usage tips, right? It's like sprinkle on French fries. We eat that a lot. Baked potatoes, same shit. Mashed potatoes, same shit. Hash browns, same shit. You see, that's what I'm talking about. It's like
Yeah,
same
we eat
culture,
all
bro.
that. Yeah, that's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
you know
that's
that? Like I grew up with it. Yeah, that's like that's bro. That's lunch. That's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
It's the same shit,
facts,
you know. So okay, but
facts.
okay. So again, like all right. So you mentioned like a couple of things, but like, would you say that there's like a most common dish maybe that would be like dinner for you guys or something?
A very common dish for us is a common dish for us is rice and baked chicken. Rice and baked chicken. That's a common dish for us. Like
Okay,
yeah, rice, baked chicken, or baked chicken and macaroni with some like veggies.
got you.
Yeah, that's
See,
and
bro, it's pretty much same.
pretty much saying
Swear to
okay.
God, bro, pretty much the same.
I
I
need to
mean, of
taste your
course,
yeah.
it
I need to
depends
go.
on the family that you grew up in, but yeah, it's
Right.
quite
Because
common.
I do want to taste y'all soul food. Because like, that's why I was telling old girl. Because I'm in Salvador. I'm where all the black people at. So I'm like, this should be easy to find fucking soul food, but
Bro,
it's
let
not.
me okay, wait a minute. Let me stop you right quick. I
Yeah.
gotta give you this tip. And like for all the Americans that are here, if you ever
Uh.
come to Brazil, you have to like I saw someone talking about this on TikTok and I was like, bro, you're oh my God, this is like go to advice. This is fucking genius. I don't know how the guy came up with that, but like he noticed this and it makes so much fucking sense. Like I don't know if you've noticed in Bahia or in Rio, but have you noticed that sometimes we have like bars that like when you look up at the name of the bar, it's like bar, like literally bar of someone. It's like bar of João, a
Oh
bar
yeah, I
of
have noticed that.
Maria. Like, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you have bars that are like that, and then you have other ones that are like the country club or some shit, like in English, you know what I mean? Or like
Right.
in French or some other language, right? And
Right.
bro, just by the change of language, it's already like double the price. Definitely, you know? Not only that, usually it tends to be like on, for obvious reasons, wealthier areas. And that's my point. That's usually like tourist trap, you know?
Oh
It's just like
really?
very frequently. If and that was the advice that the guy gave, and that I fully support. I'm definitely I definitely agree. Which is if you want to taste like real Brazilian food, like the way that like to have our experience,
Yeah.
you avoid at all times. Just avoid these places that have like English names and French names and all this shit. Look up
Mm,
always bar of name of a person, restaurant of name of a person. You know, because if that's the name, it means usually right, like 90% of the time, it means that it's just like quote unquote like a family that had like humble beginnings and just like like
right.
from rags to riches sort of history.
Right.
Kinda like that. Because of the restaurant, because of the bar, because of and not because it's like necessarily it's expensive. It's just that the food is so good that people keep coming back. That's it.
Mm,
So because of the seasoning, because of the variations, because of like how they handle food, whatever.
right.
But you could tell it's like it's more like Brazilian food, really, or drinks, or
Right.
bro, definitely, definitely. So keep that in mind. Like every time you see like bar of
Or
someone,
restaurant of the
go.
name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna
Restaurant
keep
of
that in mind now.
somebody, go. Like I guarantee you're gonna have a good time. You might not, and that's the thing. It's not a guarantee that the food is amazing. It's a
Yeah.
guarantee that it's fully Brazilian. So even if it's not like that good, it's at least like Brazilian, not that good. It's like you have to stand. You
Brazilian,
know
not
what I
that
mean? Like that,
good. Right.
That's what I mean. It's just like where you're at. So
Right.
So yeah, that's it. So yeah. Anyway, just a tip for everybody. Um,
That's
okay,
good
but all
tip.
right. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Now, have you gotten used to our food in a sense, like the way that we treat like dinner and lunch and all that?
Hell no, bro. I still
Damn.
I told you this before. I can't eat Acai, bro. Y'all
Oh
Acai. That shit.
shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Fucks up my stomach. And actually, to be 100 with you, bro, I just ate some McDonald's last night, bro. That shit fucked up my stomach. Bro, there's certain foods that I don't know what I don't know what it is or how y'all cook it, but sometimes I just can't eat it because it'll mess up my stomach. But that's why a lot of I guess you could say a lot of women they always be like, "Damn, Tyler, you're a very picky eater." But I've always kind of been a picky eater, but
Oh.
I'm even more of a picky eater when I
Ah,
come to
well, I
dinner.
mean, of course, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you feel me? Like, cause I'm like, bro, I can't get sick. Um, I don't want to be in the house for a week throwing up, the calling the the emergency and shit. I'm not trying to do all that. So
Holy
I try
shit, bro.
to. I can't really eat too much stuff, but then I have tried some things that you guys have. Like I tried you guys' baked chicken. I liked it. I tried you guys' fried chicken. I definitely like that. Um, I've had some this girl actually cooked me this the first time I got here. I forgot what it was. It was a Brazil. That shit was actually really good too. It was just cold, but it was like some fish and like some white salt. I forgot what it was, bro. That shit was fire though. She's a cook too, so that's
Oh,
probably why it
okay, yeah.
tasted. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But she cooked it. But yeah, I tried a couple things. I tried a couple things, but not everything.
Okay, all right, but you did mention that like you heavily fuck with acai, right?
I heavily, bro. When I get here, every time I touch down, bro, pretty much almost. I've been here for about a month and a week. This is my last week, so it'll be like I've been here for like a month and 2 weeks. I want to say maybe only a week since I've been here. I haven't had acai.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
addicted to that shit, bro. That shit is fucking
Okay.
delicious.
Wow. Dude,
Uh,
let me ask you this, just like a side note question in a way. Do you have like protein powder on you?
I don't. I was actually thinking about getting some, but I heard it's expensive as fuck out here. So this is what I have.
Not
Actually,
necessarily.
it's not.
It
I
depends
have
on what you buy. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. That's good.
but-
That's good.
yeah, but they have the powder actually like up the street from my house. So I was actually thinking about getting it. Yeah.
Bro, definitely
Oh yeah.
and so that's the thing that I was gonna tell you. Like I personally love this combination. Probably gonna get some tonight, which is like when you get acai and then you get specifically vanilla
Uh,
protein powder. You put that shit in, you mix it up, bro. Heaven. It's heaven. Like you feel
really?
Jesus. It's bro. It's amazing. No, you understand. Because it's like acai is already sweet by itself, right?
Yeah.
But it kind of has like its own specific taste, right? When you
Yeah.
put the vanilla, because vanilla is kind of like neutral, right?
Uh huh.
It's almost like it fits with anything pretty much, right? So once you get like those two together, not only it's really good, but it's also protein, right? So like, because
Yeah.
this is just sugar pretty much, right? And then you got the protein, it balances it out. You know what I mean? Give it like seriously, give it a try,
I am actually. Yeah.
bro. It's so
I'm
good.
about to
I
do
fuck.
that shit tomorrow to be 100.
No, yeah, yeah, yeah. And look, that like this is like I'm so serious about this that to this point, like at this point in my life, I pretty much don't drink or eat, right? I say without protein powder. It's like it's gotta have protein powder.
Also,
You
it's
know
a
what I mean?
need now for you.
Yeah, 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 for sure. You know, so it's
Oh.
like, bro, yeah, every month I get like like a couple of protein powder. So yeah. Now look, talking about tastes, right? Like we just talked about food. Now the other thing that like we definitely fuck with heavily again, but I want to know how you feel when it comes to this thing, but like the Brazilian version of it, which is music, not just rap, music overall, right?
Yeah.
Do you know like a lot of Brazilian artists, either like rap or like I don't know R&B, rock, whatever,
Mhm.
that you like, that you really like, genuinely that you listen to it, not because you want to learn Portuguese, just like you really like the song. Are there like Brazilian artists like that for you?
Bro, I got a whole playlist. Stop playing with me.
Oh
I'm
shit!
gonna
All
show you
right.
right now. Oh God,
Okay.
I got a whole
So
playlist. Hold on. There's some there, bro. Y'all got some of y'all music is fire as fuck, but then some of it be trash. A lot of it be trash. I don't like
very
well,
true.
not trash, but at least shit that I don't like.
No, but
But
comparatively speaking, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, hold on, let me see. So there's this guy. His name is BK. You know who that is?
Yeah, definitely. Mhm.
Oh, you do? Okay, bro. He got this. Bro, this song is so fucking fire. This right here,
Okay, yeah, 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 another one.
bro. That's my shit, bro. I be fucking with this song. There's another one. There's another. Stop
No, this one.
hold on, I'm about to.
Right.
Oh fuck! It's on my other playlist. Oside, what's it? Shit. I can't. I forgot his fucking name, bro. When I get it, I'm gonna tell you later. But bro,
All
that
right.
song is so fire. Oh, and y'all got some house music too. I like too. I got a
Yeah,
couple.
definitely.
Yeah.
Sure.
I actually heard it one time in the club, and I was like, everybody was looking at me because they're like, hold on, what does Gringo know about this shit? And I was like singing all the words and everything. I was like, oh, this shit hard.
Damn. Okay.
But yeah, I like a couple of y'all songs. I'm trying my best to engulf myself in the culture so
That's
I
it.
so I could I guess you could say fit in. But
Yeah.
there's just some things that it's just like that's why I think because I have some friends that live here that's American that live in Salvador and they've been here for like the whole year straight. Bro, me personally, I don't think I can be in Brazil. Maybe Rio, possibly Rio, but then the dating just sucks out there. But for me, but
No, for
Rio
us,
has a mix
for
of like
everybody.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Rio has a mix of both to where it's like they have American music at some clubs, and then they have Bagochi, samba, Brazilian funk, and other clubs. Right here in Salvador, bro, it's nothing but Brazilian music. And me personally, that shit gets tiring. Like
I
sometimes,
get that.
I want to listen to some hip hop. Like
I
the
get it.
last night, yesterday conversation that we had, that was the longest hip hop conversation I had since I've been down here, bro.
God damn, bro. Okay.
It's the end, bro. Sometimes I fiend for my culture sometimes, so I'm like,
I
oh,
get you, bro. Yeah, definitely. I
yeah.
understand. I
hmm
understand. No, I totally. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I understand. Yeah,
Marcus,
that makes sense.
Marcus, you need to try Brazilian barbecue. You are absolutely right, and I had some. That shit is fire. It's still not better than American though, but that shit is fire. You right though.
Bro, you're about to get people riled up.
I know. I know.
You do pretty engaged, right? I get it. Shit. Okay. No, but look, it makes sense. I understand, like the cultural thing. I definitely understand. By the way, look, this is something that like I struggle with, let's say, especially growing up, because that's like what I told you already, in the sense of like I grew up with the like American culture, and then eventually like later on like French culture, as I learn other languages.
Yeah.
And like I totally feel you, because sometimes that happens to me, but like sixfold, in a sense, like because of different languages and cultures. Like sometimes I
Right.
just want to go back to the American hip hop that I grew up listening to,
Mhm.
or like the French hip hop, that I also love. And then sometimes like, bro, this I miss it, and
Yeah.
it's like I have no one to talk to about it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, bro, that sucks. I get it. I feel you 100%, man. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now look,
Yeah.
at the same time, I'm writing some stuff down, because there are a couple of rappers that I feel like you might connect on, because I know the rappers you like, right? So
hmm
I feel like there are a couple of Brazilian rappers that they're not as big nowadays, but they were like when I was growing up. And
Yeah.
I feel like they have songs that you would fuck with.
Mm.
So one is called, I'm gonna write it down and send it to you later on Instagram. It's called, you ever heard of this guy called Emicida?
No.
No? Okay. So it's kind of like it's a play on word, meaning like, because you have the word homicide, right?
Yeah.
But then you have the MC, like as a rapper. So it's like homicide, kind of like that. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
it's a play on words. I see what you're
It's a
saying.
play
Yeah,
on
yeah,
words.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So
Uh,
that's his rapper name. And
okay.
so bro, he was like maybe the biggest when I was growing up. Possibly. He's from São Paulo. He's like from a really heavy hood in São Paulo.
Uh,
And bro, like in the beginning, he was, bro, god damn it, like his lyricism and just like instrumentals, everything was fucking goaded.
Really?
Then he took like the usual route, and then started like going more poppy and all this shit, and like try to go back to it. But then like by that time he's
It was
already
already
rich.
over. Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
so
The
it's
story of
yeah,
Wiz Khalifa. I fucking man, bro.
exactly. That's exactly
Do
it.
you understand how much that hurt me, bro? When you go from Kush and OJ to Sonic, like my nigga, what are we talking about right now? So yeah,
That's it.
show me. Yeah,
That's it.
definitely send me some old shit from him, like some songs so I could tap in with it for
Yeah,
sure.
no, look, bro, this is just to understand like how heavily I fuck with this guy. Like the
Yeah.
first song that I ever listened from it was called so you remember you told me like we have that the curse for like porra, like that,
Uh
right?
huh.
So one that like again, like instead of saying damn, you could say dang, right? So
Yeah.
for us, instead of going like with the P sound, you could cut the P out. And a lot of people do that. And just like, oh, huh? Like that. Instead of
Oh,
like
huh?
saying with the P. Yeah, you just cut it out and you say, oh, huh? Like that. Or
Mm.
you could say it with the P, but not pronounce the letter A. So instead of saying like porra like that, you could be like por, just like with the R, and then it fades out. So it's just variations to not actually say the full word and not be as vulgar as it might be. So
Right.
now I'm telling you that because the name of the song is Oh, so it's like five O's. And it's like
Yeah.
oh, so it's like God damn, like that. Like bro,
Yeah.
still was wild. So and then in parentheses it says the one that gave the name to the mixtape. That's it. So it's like that, and that's the last track. So it's like to wrap it up.
Okay.
And bro, he just talks about like his life growing up and like the struggles he had to endure and all that, like poverty and just like thinking that you would never make it out of there and like help his family and all that shit and like how, his rise to fame, let's say back in the day, through and that's the cool thing through battling. Like he became famous not because of like his songs. It was actually
Yeah.
because of his battles because he was so good at it, like on the
Uh-huh.
spot, improv.
Yeah.
Bro, he killed everybody. Till today, you have like battles that he did like 2011, 2012 that
Yeah.
people talk about. Cause like, bro, how did he do that? How did he come up with that on the spot like that, bro? That's talent. So
Facts.
yeah, so that song, I mean, this one song, dude. Oh fuck. Like if you understand, and that's my point. If and only if you understand the lyrics,
Yeah.
my God, dude. Like and this is I feel like is the proof of what I'm talking about. Like
Mhm.
this song changed me so much, or like it meant so much to me growing up because I kind of saw myself in a way, in a song that when I had a chance to go to like the Sheraton Hotel, that's like
Yeah.
really expensive and all that shit. When I went there and I went to the gym, I was listening to this song on repeat because it was like
Mm.
I fucking made it. Like I
Right.
got it. You know what I
I'm
mean? So
tapped
it's like,
in.
bro,
Right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna send you this, and then like I would highly encourage you to like just sit down and like open up Google Translate and just like translate that shit and see if you can understand. Because bro, once you
So
understand, it's like, God damn, this is amazing.
I'm
But yeah.
actually going to take your advice because I actually heard that. I heard you say that on an earlier Instagram, either story or post or something like that. Because one of your followers was asking you, they were like, "How did you learn French and English and all this other shit fast?" And then you were saying same thing that you told me last night. You have to find something that you actually relate to, and then once you relate to it, then you can understand it better. But you also said something that you didn't say to me when we were talking. That you said to him, you said something that I did was I would use the words from some of the music that I would listen to, have it in Portuguese, and then have that shit in English, and then I would learn the words like that. And I'm like, you know what? That's a pretty cool way. Definitely if I fuck with a song like the BK song I just showed you, I like that song, but I don't know what the fuck he's saying. So I'm like, it'd be
Exactly.
cool if I actually knew what he was saying. Let me try and do this translate shit. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but you see, that's my point. Like it starts bothering you personally. Like, look,
yeah,
I want to know this song. I want to be able to sing it. You know what I mean? It's not because it's
hmm
like, oh, it's gonna help me with Portuguese. I don't give a fuck about Portuguese. I want the song. You know what I mean? I want to be able
right.
to sing it. The side effect, Portuguese is gonna come along.
Facts,
That's the
facts,
shift. You know what I mean? That's
right.
so yeah, okay, bro. I'm gonna send you like a full catalog of like songs like
I'm a
these because
fucking okay.
no, yeah, I promise you, man. It's just because that's the thing. Like we have a lot of good music, especially good rap. with
Yeah,
like really, really good lyricism and all that. But again, it's language. So if you don't understand, it's
it's not for
irrelevant.
you.
You don't really
Yeah.
pick up on it, you know? So yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, okay, I'm gonna send you this. All right. Now, the other thing that I wanted to ask you is so we were talking about music, right? Now, uh would you say that there's like a different like local like when it comes to like the music scene, you know?
Uh,
Like a lot of people talk, especially nowadays, talk about like how in Nashville apparently it's like a whole music revolution happening and some shit, you know. So
right.
I hear about that all the time. Now, do you feel like, or rather, what do you feel when it comes to the local music scene in Bahia? Like, do you like it? Have you experienced it fully or not really? You don't fuck with it?
Um, Mais ou menos. It's cool. Uh, there's a couple local artists that I've seen that I actually do like. There's this guy that goes to show bar. I don't know his name, but he's literally always at show bar, and I think he actually performed at Carnival too. I like him. He's pretty cool. Oh, I know I'm saying his name wrong, but you're probably going to correct me right now. His name is something Santana. You know who I'm talking about? Real, but real like big buff guy. His name is Santana. He performed at Afro Punk last year. He did something at Carnival, and he got a popping ass song. The reason why I fuck with this song is because every time this song come on, the girls be twerking and like bro, it be going up. I forgot his
Oh shit.
it's Santana. You know what I'm talking about?
I guess so. Let me just check. Okay, so someone
I
put it
think it's
out.
no,
Felipe
no,
said
Leo.
Leo Santana. I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
so.
think I know this dude. Let me check.
I
Is
think
that
Felipe
him?
said it. I think it's Leo. He's like
Leo.
a
Okay.
big bigger like he's like a not he's not buff but he's not fat. He's like
Oh no, I
a
know this dude. Yeah, bro. Of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
you know who
definitely.
he is?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Bro, he
Bro,
had a song. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta find it out. He had a song. Fuck, when was it? Um, like 2013, I guess. Bro, oh my god, that was like the biggest hit in Brazil back in the day. Holy shit.
really?
Let me see if I yeah, 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 let me see if I can find it. This is sick. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably fuck out of here, man. Let me see if I can find it. Uh let me see.
Yeah, bro. He performed at Carnival going up.
Yeah.
He performed at Afropunk and at that day fucking Erica Badu was performing. And I thought she was gonna be like the biggest
Oh
performer.
my
She
god,
kind of
dude.
was. Like,
Yeah. Wow. No, that's amazing.
yeah, bro. Like he's cool. I fuck with him a lot, bro. Like I
Okay.
actually do like him.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Interesting. Okay.
I forgot the song though. You're looking up the song right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to find 'cause I don't remember the name at all. And I actually
Okay.
that's the thing. I don't remember if it was him or like him and his band, maybe. Let me check because I feel like yeah.
Leo Santana,
No.
various no novena descendo. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's the name.
Oh, that's the name of the song.
Yeah.
Why you
Bro, did
laughing?
you understand? Like this chick on the comment, Ingrid.
Hold on, what?
Like I'm trying to find just to understand context for you, right?
Yeah.
Roberto Carlos, this guy that she mentioned right here.
Uh huh.
She's like people are putting KKKK, so that's how we laugh, right?
Oh yeah.
This dude is kind of like our French Sinatra, you know what I mean? In a way. So like I'm trying
Okay.
to look up this fucking like carnival and he's like,
You're
oh yeah,
right.
probably Frank Sinatra. I was like, oh god, I am thanks.
Stupid.
Oh my god.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I guess that's the one. Vitus. So that's like a bunch of shorties going down. That would be the literal translation.
Oh,
Várias
okay.
novinhas descendo, but shorties going down. That's it. Or twerking, that'd be it. Yeah.
Got you. Yeah,
Yes,
bro.
that's it.
He got some. It was I forgot. It was like "Dopa boca bo-" like bro. That shit is. I'm like, oh, I fuck with that, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. And every time he do some shit like that, and like he'll start going like this or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Bro,
yeah, yeah.
I see the girls, they run to the stage and then they start twerking and shit. I'm like, oh, this shit lit. Like I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's
He
it.
low key kind of made me a fan of Afropunk to where it's like, if I see like if he has like a concert or something, I might just have to have to get my money real quick and be like, okay, I'm about to go down there because I know
Yeah,
he
yeah,
brings
yeah,
girls.
yeah. Because
So,
you know what's going down. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
you feel me?
Definitely. Yeah,
Like so yeah, he kind
I
of made me
get
feel
you.
so like those are the type of artists I kind of like. Those are like a couple local artists like him. Like I fuck. Well, I don't think he's local. He's like big,
No,
right?
yeah, I mean, he stopped being local like a while ago. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, all
No,
right.
but he would. No, but I get that. Okay, interesting. All right. So that's one. All right. Is there like another one maybe that you like you feel the same way?
Um, there's Leo, there's BK I told you about already. There's that other guy, I forgot his fucking name though. And I want to say that's really about it's only three people that so okay, so did you watch my story yesterday on Instagram?
What, I don't think so.
I
What are
was
you
like
talking
with
about?
this I was with this girl on the beach and then she was talking about I was telling you about it. She said this girl she's uh the Beyonce of Brazil, Lusa
Oh,
Linda.
Ludmilla. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tell me about it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I played a song by her. She's actually kind of good. She's kind of cool.
No,
Yeah,
she thinks about
so
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I can't really say I'm a fan, but
Yeah.
yeah, she's kind of cool. So I guess you could say her too. I guess.
Okay, so Leo. Okay, okay. Let me ask you this. So since you mentioned like the comparison,
Mhm.
is there someone in the U.S. that you would put as like the Leo Santana?
Bro, we got a bunch of Leo Santanas in fucking America, bro. Like Leo Santana is a mad regular in America, bro. Like, I said,
Yeah.
we got
But no, no, okay, but like,
YG.
is there like one guy that comes up to comes in mind? Since you saw him like first time,
Soon as I saw him bringing girls out to twerk and shit like that, and we're talking about my generation, the first person I seen that reminds me of Leo, it would be YG.
oh really?
Yeah, you know who YG is?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
Damn. All right,
bro.
interesting.
Just off of okay, you listen to YG mixtapes, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so Leo Santana, just that off that song, that reminded me off of Just Read Up,
that
his
makes sense.
Just Read Up 2, his album My Crazy Life. Like that's what it reminded me of. Cause bro, when he played and when you got bend that ass over, then make it clap. When you bro, I can't tell you how many dances I fucking oh god, bro, you about to make me reminisce, bro. Oh, bro, I swear to God, bro, house parties used to be so lit back then, bro. I promise you,
Yeah,
I promise you, I'm glad that the switch happened because if the dating market didn't change the way it did in 2020, I don't think I would have ever visited Brazil. I don't think so. Yeah, it's that
really?
serious, bro. Like, bro, it like when I tell you my high school, college, mid from when I was 20 to 26 years old, all those house parties I went to, all those clubs that I went to, bro, it was ridiculous. Bro,
Damn,
I
dude.
remember me and my homies used to just go to parties. Like we sometimes we wouldn't even go get a number or like leave home or like bring a girl home back to the house or anything like that. We would just go to the parties just to listen to some good music and listen to some and then dance on some girls. Another person who reminds me of Leo Santana, Tiger.
Oh yeah, for sure. Damn, yeah, totally.
Tiger
Tiger,
reminds me of Leo
definitely.
Santana too. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Shit. Okay. Okay. All right. So Leo. So Ludmilla, right? You said
Jamila, yeah. Or
Ludmilla.
Lumina, that's her name?
That's Ludmilla. So by
Lou Jamila,
LUD.
that's her name. Yeah.
Ludmilla. Yeah. That's it.
Lou
That's it.
Jamila. Mhm.
Okay. That. All right. Another one. So like in comparison, it would have been like Tiger slash YG and Beyonce. Kind of like that, right?
Yeah, I would. I mean, I wouldn't put her. I don't know why she said that's a Brazilian Beyonce. Beyonce's in a whole nother league, but I
Definitely.
would
Yeah.
put. I would put she kind of reminds me of a. She reminds me of what's a good comparison for her? Who's a local singer right now that's kind of cool? Oh no, no. I was about to say LMA. No, 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 not her.
Mm,
I would say she kind of got a vibe of a Sierra, but she's better than Sierra.
in a way, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she kind of got that vibe though, like that little tomboyish
True.
kind of vibe.
Very
But
true,
she
yeah.
can sing and she can dance. She kind of reminds me of like a. She reminds me if Sierra actually had talent of making music, she would be a legit
Oh,
Lujamina.
damn. Okay.
Yeah, because me personally, Sierra not really like her first album was
You
hard,
like
but
it? Okay.
she's a great dancer though. But
Very
singer,
true. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right. Wow. Okay. Now look, another thing that I feel like is very different for obvious reasons when it comes to like not necessarily LA, but just like American culture, I feel like overall,
Mm,
is like the way we interact with sports, right? Because like I would assume that you guys usually, as a culture, like American culture overall,
yeah.
I would assume you tend to go like either to like mostly football or NBA, right? Okay,
And y'all are so big on soccer.
bro, that is nothing else. It's just soccer. You know what I mean?
Nothing
Like
else,
we go
bro.
fucking crazy over that. Now, look, I gotta tell you this. Um, so I watched the Super Bowl, right? The last one. First time ever in my life watching like from the beginning to end, like really invested, even though
Okay.
like I couldn't understand shit, but anyway. So because I
Oh no,
have
no. What
so
you mean you couldn't understand? Oh no, no. Pause, pause. What you mean you couldn't understand shit?
meaning like if like there was a call or it's like I don't know how many yards you're supposed to cross, like I don't know the rules. You know
Oh,
what I
the
mean?
rules. Got you, got
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's like,
So how you
oh
felt about
yeah, I don't
football?
know. Like the guy would say, "Oh, he fumbled." I'm like, okay, I know what fumble means, but is
Right.
that relevant? Couldn't really, So it's like, anyway, so that. Um, but then the one thing that people tell, like literally every American friend I have, told me like, bro, it makes no difference if you fully understand what's gonna happen. You just can't be for the Chiefs. That's what you need to know. I was like, all right, whatever you say.
Who told you that?
Yeah,
Like,
bro, everybody I know. And no, you don't understand. Everybody. I was like, bro, fuck the Chiefs. That's what you need to know. I was like, all right, man, whatever you say. So I was like, okay. Now, people did tell me that was like, bro, it's like most likely if I'm a betting man, I'm putting my money on the Chiefs. Like that's what
right,
people told me. Like they're probably gonna win. That's what
right.
they said.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to watch the game, like, okay, they're probably gonna win. Let's see what's gonna happen. And then I watched and I was like, okay, everybody was wild. Let me say this shit was the fucking oh my god, disaster. What the fuck happened? So that, but then this is my point. Point I want to make is I watched the whole thing and like I became really like fascinated of with the game and like how it turned out and all that.
Right.
And not just that, I started like watching afterwards videos on YouTube talking about like explaining the mistakes that the Chiefs made and all that, and like why the strategy that the Eagles use works so well and all that. And the more
Mm,
I watched it, the less, and this is weird for me at least, like growing up as a Brazilian, the
yeah.
less the less patience I started having for soccer. Because, and I don't know if you noticed this, but like, bro, in soccer, you're paid. You are paid
Uh,
to act like you were hurt. To pretty much like just act like a bitch. That's it. Like, bro,
oh,
fall down and start crying, like, oh my god, he touched me, all this shit.
right.
And then like maybe it's gonna get like a yellow card and you're gonna be sent off and all that. And, like you pay for that. You are paid to act like a bitch.
Right.
Now
You
you
are paid that
watch
like a picture.
bro, that's pretty much it. That's the way I see it.
Right.
Now, like it's a fucking statement. Like, so when I watched just like one, bro, just one
Uh,
football game, I was like, okay, I get it. I understand. Now I understand why they don't have patience to watch soccer. I understand. That makes sense.
no
So,
patience at all, brother.
right?
Like, bruh, every time
Yeah,
I look
right.
at a soccer game, that's why I said, me personally, I'm like, oh, you know what? I need to get the full Brazilian experience. Because you know what's funny? I will say this. One thing about South America is only two places I associate soccer with: Mexico and Brazil. And Brazil's always been the number one.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
every time I think of soccer, I always think of Brazil. I don't know why. It just automatically just goes to Brazil. And
Well,
then
I mean, yeah, we have like we have 5 World Cups, the most anyone has. So technically, we're the best. Yeah,
oh,
yeah. Internationally speaking.
damn shit, I didn't
Yeah,
know that. Oh,
yeah,
hold on,
yeah.
no. Who's that? Y'all got 5 international who's the fucking who's the god damn it. Okay, do you know that guy I Show Speed?
Yeah, of course. He loves
Okay,
Ronaldo. Yeah, yeah.
oh no. Ronaldo? Is that his name?
Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, yeah.
Where's he he play in Brazil?
He's Portuguese. He's not Brazilian.
He's
Yeah, he's
Portuguese.
from Portugal. Yeah. Because
Oh, he's
yeah,
from
because Portuguese could be
Portugal.
like nationality or the language, right? So like
Yeah.
we both, as a country, both speak Portuguese. This is a
Yeah.
bit different, but like if someone is Portuguese, they're from Portugal, right? So he's
Hmm.
actually from Portugal. Unfortunately, like I wish it would have been, but
What
he's
you
from
was Brazil?
no, bro. He was a fucking beast. Oh my god. But yeah, he's from Portugal. Yeah, but he fucking loves the guy. Now look, we've had like a couple of Ronaldos in our lifetime. You know what I mean? Like we had actually if you talk to anyone from like Europe or like just South America and you say, I kid you not, bro, if you just say R9, R9, you just got to say that. The letter
R9.
R, the number 9. Yeah, R9. Oh, yeah, you know R9? Just say that. If they know what you're talking about, bro, they're going to give you a hug like, oh my God, you love him too, bro. He's fucking, this is the go. Like that. Like, kid you not.
So he's like the
Because
Kobe Bryant of soccer.
that's exactly it. He's our
Okay.
Kobe. He's our
Okay.
24. You know what I mean?
He's our
Bro,
24.
yeah, no, you don't understand, man. He fucking look. So 2002, right? I
uh,
was what 5 years, I guess. So it's the first time ever in my life that I mean I'm rational enough to watch a World Cup final, right?
yeah.
And it's Brazil versus Germany, right, bro? You gotta understand, Germany are like fucking technical. They're like their tackles are perfect. They never make any fouls. They're the fucking beasts, right? And
Right.
Brazil is known for like keep pushing. We never stop, you know. So you have this like it's when the what's the name the memes guy when the unstoppable force meets an immovable object. It was kind of like that. That
What?
was
Hold
it,
on. What
you
the
know.
fuck does that mean?
It's like a saying, like an internet saying, which is when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. So
Oh
it's
shit.
like just
Okay.
like these,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Uh.
these really two real strong sides colliding. That's
Right.
exactly what happened. You know, so like Brazil just keeps pushing, keeps going, pressing all the fucking time.
Right.
Germany, real tactical with it. So you don't know, bro, who's oh fuck, who's gonna win this? Like the brain or the heart? Kind of like that, you know?
Right.
And we won 2-0. Not only that, we beat their fucking asses like the whole game, bro.
Mm.
You would feel I get bro, it's oh my god.
Get
Like just
goosebumps just
goosebumps.
talking
Just from
about
yeah, no, just from
it.
talking about just to understand, like for a Brazilian, that big day, bro, it was like Brazil for one day became heaven. Like no one had problems, no one was stressed, no one had nothing. Like we won the
He
fucking
said
World
Brazil
Cup,
for one
bro.
day became happy.
Bro, that's it. No, you understand? Like, and that's why we love football. I mean, soccer so much because it's like it's one of the few things, maybe like the one thing for us that we get to like leave differences aside. You're like, I don't give a
That
fuck who you vote for, bro.
bro,
Don't
you hit
care.
on it so fucking bro. That shit is so facts, bro. Bro, y'all love soccer so fucking much. I was in an Uber and I don't know if y'all know, I don't know if you know this, but out here in Brazil, they have or in Salvador, they have two soccer teams. They have Victoria and
Bahia,
Bahia.
Bahia.
Yeah. Um everybody here always beefing about that shit. It's kind of funny. It's like
Yeah.
how I correlate it is when they talk about it, it's like how we talk about Los Angeles Lakers and Los Angeles Clippers. It's like if you're a Clippers fan, you're just kind of weird. But
Oh
we have,
shit.
bro, we have the same fucking thing. Like same fucking thing. That's why I'm like, oh, that's just kind of funny. But it's always funny to me because I've seen people like not really get along like that. But the moment they talk about Victoria or Bahia, soccer team, they're like they still don't like they get along for a moment because they're teasing each other. They're like, nah, Bahia's the best. What the fuck?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We were created and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, like y'all really get along over soccer. That's just kind of crazy. Like,
Yeah, no, bro, you understand? Like, yeah, look. So this was one of the things that you could you could feel the shift in the culture, which
Yeah.
was so presidential elections 2018, I guess. Yeah, 2018.
Uh.
Bolsonaro wins, right? So like Trump wins in Brazil, quote unquote.
Mhm.
Okay, bro, the amount of beef everybody had with everybody. Oh my god, you don't understand, man. You don't understand. I'm literally talking about like parents that would stop talking. I mean, not parents. Children that would stop talking to their parents and just like I'm talking about that. Like siblings that wouldn't see each other anymore. That level. You know what I mean? Which might
Damn.
happen in the US, but like for us, it was like fucking wild. I had never seen anything like this. Never in my
Wow.
life. So yeah, it was that level. When it's like our national team is playing, bro, we don't give a fuck about that. Not at all. Because
Y'all
it's
forgot the
Brazil. It's
president.
your
Y'all
country. You know what I mean?
right.
Come on, man. You're gonna have beef while your country's playing?
Right.
Come on, bro. You're not gonna do that, you know?
You
So
sound crazy, bro. And that's the great thing. To switch the conversation, like, bro, I fuck with that, bro. And this is one of the reasons why I somewhat sometimes have beef with Americans who live in Brazil because what I see with Brazilians, and I try to preach this on my YouTube as well. But what I see with Brazilians, when y'all in Brazil, right, and y'all leave Brazil, y'all Brazilians. Y'all Brazilian in America, y'all Brazilian in Europe, y'all Brazilian in Asia. Y'all gonna stand for what y'all Brazilians all the time. Black Americans, when we get outside of America, motherfuckers forget they American. And I don't like that shit. Me personally, if I'm dating a Brazilian, I let her know the boundaries of like, okay, like, and she's like, oh, I don't like Trump. Okay, that's fine. I don't like him either, and stuff like that. But there's still got to be limits to that shit. Because remember, he's still my president. So it's like, okay, yeah, he be wild and stuff like that, but don't go too hard because if I was to go hard on your president, you would feel some type of way about that. So
oh definitely.
you feel me? So
I
it's like,
promise you. Yeah.
yeah. So it's like, I wish Americans had that same pride like Brazilians have because I kind of admire that. I tried to have, I mean, I have my own pride being American, but I've noticed that when it comes to Americans, when they get outside the country and they start to live in a different, they start to adapt. Oh, I'm no longer an American now. I'm a Brazilian. It's like, bro, that's not. It's not true, bro. Like if we get into a heaven forbid, if we ever got into a conflict with Brazil, bro, I would cry. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
would
yeah.
legit cry because I fucking love Brazil. But but I see like they're on a crash out mindset where it's like, oh, we got into a conflict and stuff like that. They like, yeah, I'm about to fight with the Brazilians. I'm like, bro, what? Like, bro, that's
That's
crazy. Like they
yeah.
gonna reject your ass. They not fucking with you like that. They gonna boot your ass to a fucking can. Like, no, bro, just relax. Like,
Yeah, no, no, no.
have pride in where you from, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, but bro, look, you touched on something that's oh my god, that's facts. Because let me tell you this, and let me see what you think, because this is something that like genuinely bothers me a lot, man. Which is, and you probably have noticed this like way more than that.
Yeah.
Which is this? Every single time, or not every single, but let's put it like this, like maybe 90% of the time, I feel like that's a good number.
Hmm.
90% of the time, I swear to God, man, when I tell people, like, especially Americans that I don't know, run across in like a hike or like a tourist spot, you know, so I'm going out and I just meet Americans, right?
Yeah.
And then it's the usual stuff like, oh, you speak English, oh, that's interesting. Where you from? And all that, all that. And
Hmm.
then eventually, there always comes a time for the answer. I mean, for the question, which is, okay, why did you learn English? Why do you have like somewhat of an American accent? Why do you like American culture? What's this about? Like,
Right.
did you travel, right? And I just say, no, actually, it's just that I love American culture. Like, I love, American music. I just love it.
Hmm.
Bro, 90%, I swear to God, 90% of the time, I get this fucking attitude that I hate with anyone, but especially in this situation. Because it's
Yeah.
like, I'm going out of my way to tell you, look, I love your culture. I appreciate it so much that I learned the language, I learned the culture, I learned the references because I love it. Like, it's not that I want to be admired. I just like it, right?
Right.
So you would expect that someone would hear that and be like, "Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, thank you. That's so cool. That's sweet of you."
Right.
90% of the time, the reaction is, "Oh, really?" Like this, like you. Wait, you love
Hold
American
on.
culture like
Oh
that?
shit! Did I do that to you?
No, 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 you didn't. Not at all. But because
Okay.
yours was like more of a surprise, like, oh really, like you were interested. Oh, tell me more. It's not that.
Dig
It's
it.
an it's like a, oh really, like, oh, that's really, like, you like American culture, like we're a fascist country, all that shit, like that
Right.
Karen type shit, bro. Oh my god, man. Like, I have no patience for this sort of shit, man.
I have
And it's
no
like,
patience for
look,
that.
you're no, you don't understand, because like in my mind, it's like this. You left your country. You're living here. I don't know what you're doing, but you're here right now, right?
Yeah.
I don't care if you love your country or not. You are, whether you like it or not, a representative of your people
Facts.
everywhere you go. You're
Facts.
American. I'm sorry. So here's the thing: when you find someone that appreciates your culture, why in the fuck would you react like, "Ah, really?" Because
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
like America's such a horrible place. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit,
Ooh, you got a
bro.
point. Oh, you
No,
hitting on it, bro. You hitting on it. No, that's
no,
fact.
seriously, I hate that, man. I hate this shit. And then again, I'm not saying it's a perfect country, not at all. I understand we all have flaws. I get that, but it's like,
Right.
why would you go out of your own way to like be against your country? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Bro, that shit is trash,
Jesus,
bro. That
bro.
shit. So let me tell you something. I'm so glad. So it said, hey, we on this shit now. Listen, I was I was dating a girl. This was
Yeah.
my second time coming to Brazil. Second time coming to
Okay.
Brazil. We were at Rio Vermelho. We were at the beach or whatever, and then we were walking. Now, obviously, anybody who sees me, even when I try to blend in, bro, I don't blend in. I don't know fucking why, but yeah, like I'm talking about,
Okay.
don't have my grill in, don't have the bandana, regular flip flops, everything, bro. I still don't blend in. I don't know how, but whatever. Anyway, dating this girl, we're
Yeah.
walking to my crib. We got stopped by this dude who's a Brazilian, and he's like selling. He's selling little trinkets and shit, right? From Bahia. And he's like, and he speaks English to me. He's like, hey, can I stop you for a second? I'm like, yeah, what's up, bro? He's like, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, I'm from LA, bro. And he's like, oh, LA, Biggie, not Biggie, he's Tupac, Snoop Dogg,
Yeah.
NWA. I'm like, yeah, bro, that's me. And he's like, yeah, he's like, bro, I love your culture so much, man. I'm invested into it. I love rap and all this other stuff. I'm like, oh shit. And then he started showing me the shit. And then the dude was so cool, bro. He was like, bro, listen. Usually, I tell people to pay for this. This is how I make my living and stuff like that. But because you're the first, I've never met someone from LA because we don't come out to Brazil, Salvador like that. He's like, huh, just have this, and just think about me.
Bro, look at
Briefly.
that.
I'm like, bro, love, bro. I have it's a keychain of Bahia, the little drum. I still have that shit on my
Damn, man,
right
that's so fucking cool.
now. Love it. But here's the
Oh
thing.
my god.
Here's the thing. I was like, all right, bro, yeah, no problem. Yeah, got you, bro. Blah. Chopped it up with him. I even showed him a handshake, LA handshake. He was like, oh, bro, thank you. I'm about to use it all the time. So
Oh, that's
I left
awesome.
with old girl. Why she get mad, bro? She got mad, bro. She was like,
Ain't no
yeah,
way. What she say?
she was like, yeah, I don't like Brazilians like that. It's like they don't love to be Brazilian. I'm like, what?
Oh, fuck off.
Bro, I
Lies.
swear to God, bro. I had to check her on that. I'm like, hold on. He's Brazilian. Don't get it twisted. He just
Yeah.
fucks with our culture. Nothing's
Yeah,
wrong
yeah,
with that.
yeah.
Like, and,
Yeah.
and then she was like, no, the way he was like so obsessive with American culture, it's like he doesn't love our culture. And I had to flip it on her. I said, okay, and I'm not gonna name her name. We're gonna call her L. So I was
Okay.
like, okay, L, tell me this. I'm an American. I'm moving out here to Salvador Bahia. I come to Brazil. Every time I talk about Brazil, I always obsess about it. I'm talking about how the women are so beautiful. I love the culture out here. I love the beaches. I love how people are so nice and stuff like that. And sometimes I be bashing American women and stuff like that. Are you saying I hate my culture? Are you saying I hate to be American? And she's like, no, well, I think it's kind of different. I'm like, no, it's not. It's the
No,
same
it's
thing.
not.
I love your culture, so I'm going to appreciate. So I'm gonna talk about it. Like, hey, this is
It's a
my
double
shit.
standard. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So and yeah, I had to check her on that, but it's just like, bro, it's funny. It's funny that that's the reaction that you get because, bro, sometimes even Brazilians are looking at you like, oh yeah, because
Totally.
he has this American accent, he loves the culture so much, he's not a real Brazilian, bro. That's just
No, I've
ignorant as
gotten that,
fuck.
bro. Matter of fact, the first video that ever popped off in my Instagram, I was
Yeah.
talking to like a group of British people, right?
Hmm.
And then, like, usual reaction, the chick was like, "Oh, this." like your English is weirdly good. Why did you know like that?"
Right.
And then we chop it up a little bit, and then I just give an example of like how we change pronunciation of certain things. So I was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, like just so you guys understand, do you know the movie Titanic? Like, do you know that movie?
No, I never heard of that. No.
See, now
Uh,
you definitely know Titanic, right?
of course. Yeah.
See, now we call it Titanic in Brazil. That's
Oh,
the fucking name.
is it
You know?
okay? This is the translation.
Yeah.
Okay, got
Now, what? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's just like it's interfere. We call it interference in linguistics. So it's like it's when your accent interferes with the other language. So that's what happened, right?
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
instead, yeah, like when we see the T-I-T, we don't read as like, oh yeah, that's evidently Titanic. No, no, we interpret that as Titanic. You know, like that. It's
Oh,
different,
shit.
right? So I was just giving that as an example.
Yeah.
Video went viral because like it's funny reaction that they were like, oh shit, that's how you say it. That's so weird, right? And
Yeah.
then bro, maybe like 15-20% of the comments were like, why is he like that? Why is he like, why is he so proud of speaking English? Why is he, oh my God, do you want a cookie because you speak English? Jesus. Oh yeah, let's clap because he speaks, you know what I mean? Like, bro, what,
People are so fucking ignorant, bro. Like that
dude?
shit's annoying, my nigga. Like,
It's
what do you?
crazy, man. It's crazy. And that's what like I really have beef with this because it's like, man,
Yeah.
you don't understand. It's not just that, like, in my opinion, you're mistaken when you believe that. It's just that, like, even for your own benefit, like in your life, that's not good energy to entertain. To be like, oh yeah, that's that I don't like that. That's not good. Bro, just this face, like this face, this sends off like such negative energy out there for no fucking
Exactly.
reason. Like, how's that helping you? How is that being beneficial to you and to the people that you know, your job? Like zero, zero benefits. Why would you
At
be like that?
all,
You
bro.
know?
It's nothing. It's
Bro,
just it brings bad energy. It makes you don't want to be around the person. It's just it's not it, bro. But
totally. No, totally, totally, yeah. And look, this is actually like interestingly tied. I wasn't planning on this, but it interestingly ties on onto the last thing that I want to ask you, which is like exactly about this, like energy, like vibe, you know?
uh,
Like what because so in the beginning you said that you feel like Brazilian people are more open and like willing to like hang out with you and show you around, all that, right?
yeah.
Now, would you say that like energy wise or like culture wise or you know stuff like that, would you say that there are certain things from LA that you miss that you don't get? No, I don't mean just like food and all that. I mean like maybe cultural things or maybe like certain like the thing that you mentioned about like Trump is
Hmm.
something that I feel like 90 and I don't think I'm exaggerating. 90% of Brazilians wouldn't think like that. I do think like that, like what you said, like I might not like him, but I have to respect him. It's the president. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
I
Yeah.
want him
Yeah.
to do well for the country.
Yeah.
Like I promise you, 90% of people here, I feel, wouldn't be like that. Doesn't matter if it's like a right wing guy, a left wing guy. You know, like right
Okay.
now it's Lula, so like extreme left wing, right?
Yeah.
Bro, we get people that are like hoping that he dies. You know what I mean? Like
That's some crazy shit, bro.
that's crazy, bro. It's like, man, I don't fuck with the ideology. I think like different. That's all good. I still want him to eventually do something good for the country.
Right.
It's my president. What the fuck am I gonna do? You know, just cry
Right.
about it, right? So I feel that. I feel like these differences in like culture, mindset. So my question is, do you feel the same way in the sense like maybe just by your like Brazilian culture as a whole, and then tying to it? Are there certain things, maybe like when it comes to mindset or just like behavior or like societal norms, maybe that you miss from LA or from the US that you don't find them
Yes.
here? Yeah.
So your two-part question, I'm gonna answer the first one, the second one first. When it comes to, or
Okay.
the first one first, sorry. When it comes to the same mindset, it's the same mindset culturally is kind of the same thing. I've said this before on my channel. I don't like where Brazil is going with this whole feminist stuff. We have the same thing. We have the same thing in the states.
Yeah. Yeah.
People hate Trump. It's a little bit more extreme over here, which is kind of crazy, but it's a little bit more extreme over here in Brazil. But it's kind of the same thing in America too, to where Trump right now is a president, and I would say 70% of the country wants to see him like down bad. Very like, if he dies tomorrow, they'd be happy, they'd be throwing parades type stuff, right? Versus the other 30% is kind of like me. They have the mindset of, okay, like, maybe I may not rock with everything he does. Because me personally, I don't rock with everything that Trump does, but I do understand I do understand most of the things that he's doing. I think he's a little brash and on how his take is
Yeah, yeah,
on
I
how he
agree.
does stuff. He's a New Yorker, so like it's
Yeah, I
not
get that.
presidential at all. The shit he be saying and shit, but
Definitely.
I understand it.
Yeah.
But 30% is like, yeah, he's my president. I want him to rock out. I want him to do something good for the country. So do your thing. But that's my the answer to the first question. The same mindset. Culturally though, what do I miss from LA that I don't have here? Bro, I talk about this with my mother all the time. What I miss culturally is cultural norms and cultural and things that a Brazilian's not going to understand. And it's funny because I did this with you, and you kind of understand it. This is one of the reasons why I'm like, okay, I kind of fuck with Jonathan, but outside of the YouTube shit, because I can say some shit and you're probably going to know it. So let me give a perfect example. Um, in Black culture, we have what's a good example? A good example is, okay. You seen the movie Friday, right? If I was to go and say, if I was to go and say, actually, I'm gonna play it with you right quick. I'm gonna do it with you right now.
Okay.
If I was to go on Friday right now, right, and I was to be like, break yourself, fool.
Wait, say that one more time.
Oh no. Actually, no. Actually, I'm gonna do this one. If I was to say to you right now on Friday from the Friday movie, and I need you to finish the line, uh, Craig, how you got fired on your day off? You ain't got no job. You ain't got no
Um,
what am I?
okay.
What else am I gonna say?
Yeah,
You ain't got
see,
no.
that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, I know a couple of things from the movie, but not that one.
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Okay, this is
Yeah.
okay. That's a perfect example. I thought she was gonna finish it, but it's okay, no problem. But
No, yeah, but look, as a matter of fact, like maybe a couple of weeks ago, that's the thing. Like, I have these quotes on mine, but it's
mhm,
just like random quotes. So, like, one that I never forget is when Debo, right? It's the name of the strong dude.
Debo,
Yeah. So when he gets knocked out, and then like Chris Rock is still like, shit, you got knocked off. Fuck out.
fuck
So
out,
like
yeah.
that, bro, I love that. So like that's the thing. Like I have random quotes that just happen to, be
uh,
stored here, but like that one, I don't know. So what
mhm.
like what am I supposed to say in that
You're
situation?
supposed to say, uh, I'm gonna get you high today, cause you ain't got no job. It's
Uh
Friday. You ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
oh, okay. I see. I
If
see.
I say that to any Black American, no matter where the fuck he can be from Louisiana, he can be from New York, he can be from fucking,
Damn.
I don't care where he's from. If he's a Black American, he's going to be able to finish that shit no matter what, bro. We're
Holy
that's our
shit.
culture. We're engulfed in that, bro. Like Friday,
Okay,
like
okay, wait. So just run by me again. So what do you say and what am I supposed to say at the end?
okay. So if I go up to you and I'll be like, uh, shit, what the fuck did I say? I just forgot it. I
You
can't.
said Craig, I guess, and you say you ain't got
Oh
no
yeah,
job,
Craig.
you ain't got no
I'll be like, Craig, I'm gonna get you high today because it's Friday. You ain't got no job, and you ain't
money. Is that it?
no.
Or you ain't got shit to do? No, because I read the
You ain't
guy
got
saying
shit.
you ain't got no money, but then there's shit to do as well, right?
Yeah, the last one shit to do.
Oh, so it's just you ain't got shit to do. Okay. All right, that's it.
I'm dead. No, but these
Damn.
are
Okay. So you ain't got get you high today because it's Friday. You ain't
mhm,
got no what'd you
job.
say?
You ain't
Job,
got no,
right? Okay.
and you
And
ain't got
then
shit
I
to do.
finish it off saying you ain't got shit to do. That's it.
Mhm.
Damn. See, I never seen that before. Okay. That's
But it's because
interesting.
we grew up on the shit. Like, bro, I
Yeah,
didn't
of
watch
course.
Friday so many fucking times. I could probably say line for line on damn near almost the whole movie. So,
Wow.
because it's just, that's just what I grew up on. So that's the thing that I miss when talking to women, when even having interactions with
Bro,
my
I
friends
get
and stuff
that.
like that.
Damn. I feel
Yeah.
yeah.
And I know
Yeah.
you Brazilians have the same thing. You guys have certain things that you guys grew up on that I'm never going to understand, like ever.
It's cultural references. That's it
Cultural
for
references. Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Bro, look.
yeah,
Yeah, but you know what? That happened to me in a way with not necessarily movies, but like I mean, like American ones, right?
yeah.
Stand-up specials and comedy specials and like YouTube skits from like Key and Peele and all that. You know,
Uh-huh.
like so. Have you watched like the skits from Key and Peele?
No.
Not really.
Oh
Oh,
no, no,
okay. All right.
Skin and oh no, I have. Yeah, actually I seen him on Instagram actually. Yeah.
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. So now, back in the day, like coincidentally, when I was in high school, they had put out a skit that's like the I believe the most famous one, which is called Substitute Teacher. Right? Have you watched that? Do you know that one?
I think so. The when they were in the classroom, you said?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's called Substitute Teacher, and then I think it's
I saw that one. I know exactly what you're
you
talking
know
about.
that one,
Yeah,
right?
that shit is hilarious.
Bro, that's my point. Because like I saw like, oh my god, I was addicted to that skit. And I again, like word for word, line for line, I knew it entirely. And the one thing that I noticed that became a reference, and that like I would read, that's the thing, I would hear about it. And then it would become a reference to me, and I had no one to use it as a reference with,
Yeah.
which was eventually when he's supposed to call the guy called Aaron, right? He says
Hey
A
Ron, that
Rod,
shit is
right? And then he said, "You messed up, A Rod." So, bro, when he said that, like that became a reference to me, right? Now, here's the problem. I live in Rio. Ain't nobody calling Aaron here. Like, that's an American name. So,
right.
like, I would see like situations and opportunities to use it. And I'd be like, "Fuck, I
Oh
can't."
yeah.
Like I'd be so excited, like shit. Okay, first of all, he's not calling Aaron. Nobody speaks English here, so I'm fucked both ways. It's like, god damn it. So that happened like multiple times because
Right.
of skits like these, or like the Dave Chappelle show, or like the like fuck your catch, you know,
You're right.
shit, you know, right?
yep.
So yeah, yeah, bro. I love that. It's like it's references like these that I grew up with. Just like,
hmm
pre-teenage years or like just, my teenagehood. So I
And you know
totally
what?
understand.
And you know what's funny, bro? I actually feel a little bit more sorry for you because you were engulfed in American culture as a young age, and a lot of Brazilians are not like that. So you know
Not at all.
references like I just finished a couple of your references right now. I know it because I've
Yeah,
seen it. I grew up on it. I know what you're talking about.
that's
You
it.
weren't able to actually have that experience
Not at all. Yeah.
because
But you see,
that's fucking
that's
sucks.
exactly what I mean. Like that's
Yeah,
why I get so excited when I like encounter like Americans who are just like, especially Americans, because that's
yeah,
the culture that I had. That's just it.
yeah.
That's it. It's not like a bootlicking sort of shit. Like, oh, you're better than me. It's not that. It's just like, bro, that like when I would get home from school, I would
hmm
watch the same shit. You know what I mean? Be that
right.
like Friday or like a Kevin Hart special, like a Cat Williams special or some shit like that. So
hmm
like, yeah, again, like the what's the other one? Like I said, this is what the sort of thing that like bothers me sometimes a little bit because like I'm not supposed to like be a part of it. Meaning, like there was one time where I was in a hike, right? And it's like when you get to the top, it's like pretty big, so it's like a lot of people, right? And like different
Right.
groups of people talking. So I overheard like a group of Americans, might have been like people from Chicago, I'm not sure, and then just out of nowhere, a bit loud, they were like, "Say it with your chest, Little West," and then the other word that
you
I
the
couldn't
little
say,
ass
right?
nigga. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know,
Who
so
said
as soon as they
that?
said that,
Fucking
bro,
dumb. Like,
neuronal activation. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like locked in, like, "Oh fuck, let me be a."
right?
But then I can't go like, "Bro, you white? What the fuck?" Are you like already? So it's like, "Oh fuck, man, okay." So yeah,
you
it's
know
like
what's
that, but
funny
bro.
though, bro?
Yeah, yeah,
If you say some shit like that, if you say like Kevin, like say what you said, little ass nigga, they want to go night night. We
yeah.
all night night. Like, bro, if you say some shit like that, I promise, John, I'm gonna challenge you, bro, because you
Yeah,
do go to Rio, because you live in Rio. The
yeah,
next time you see a Black American and you see some type of reference or something like, or let's say you're in a situation, right? Uh, because there's a respectful way in doing it, and there's a disrespectful way.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want
That's
to
the
put you
thing.
in put you in no
No, yeah,
predicament
of
or anything
course.
like that. But let's say like he's doing a reference or something like that, bro. If you finish their reference for them, automatically he gonna be like, "Oh, I fuck with you, bro." That's how
Yeah,
we
yeah,
are.
yeah. Yeah.
we're I don't know why we do this as Black Americans, but we invite niggas to the cookout so quickly. If you know some
Yeah.
reference,
Yeah.
bro, we'll be like, oh, you invited to the cookout. Come on, bro, we fuck with you. Like that's what we do. So I
Yeah.
challenge you. The next time, think if you see a reference that
Yeah.
you see, bro, say some shit, and I promise you, you're gonna be like, oh damn, Tyler was right. They kind of they like, oh yeah, bro, come hang with us type shit. Like, bro, we're welcoming like a motherfucker, bro.
No,
That's one
definitely,
cool
man.
thing about us.
Yeah, no, see, but that's what I love because like I feel like real culture is exactly like that. So like
Yeah.
that's my point. Like I definitely identify way more. I mean, I'm biased, of course, because of the way that I was raised, but it's just
Yeah.
like as a Rio guy, just someone from Rio.
Hmm.
I 100, especially being from the hood in Rio, right? And like
Yeah.
the poorer part of it, not a hood that's like in the south zone, it's like close to Ipanema, Copacabana, not that, right? Like far,
Right.
right? So being from there, bro, 100%. Like, I identify way more with like Black Americans than like just a regular dude from Wisconsin. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, man, not at all. Very different culture. Like,
Right.
I swear to God, I'll never be the type of guy that be like, "Go Packers" and all this. Shit. I'm not that, bro. I'm
Right.
sorry.
I'm
You know,
not that.
it's very different. So it's like, then again, it's just the culture that happened to be around me, right? So
Right.
that's it. So I fully understand when you say that, like, "Oh, I missed that, bro." I understand. Oh my
Mm.
God, I get you. Yeah, yeah. Damn. Okay, that makes sense. Now, all right. So just to wrap this up, because like in 30 minutes, I'll go to live stream with my students. Let me ask you this: if you had like one thing to maybe like advice that you could give to like Americans coming here for the first time, or like if we put it backwards, Brazilians going to the US, like something that you feel like, bro, it would be helpful for you if you did this or if you didn't do that, because I've noticed like lots of Brazilians do that over there, or
Right.
Americans do it over here. Like, do you have like a piece of advice or something that like stands out for you that's like really important and people might not know about it?
Uh. Yeah. Um. I would say the best thing for both, so I can knock out both questions in one. I would say for a Brazilian coming to America or an American coming to Brazil, try and find someone who speaks both of the language that's cool, that's a local. That's going to be able to show you
Okay.
the rights and wrong places to be at, what to and what not to say, how to approach people, where the parties are at, where the cool things are at, all of that good stuff. I was unfortunate, and didn't have the right people to really navigate me when I got to Salvador. Um, and definitely Rio. Thankfully, I mean, I found your ass towards the end, but I found you towards the end. So you
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah,
But I was
yeah.
unfortunate when it came to that. But I learned my way around and I got through some things. But I automatically know that just by the advice you gave me when you said, "Bro, go to Lapa on a Monday," because we went on a Friday and we went on a Monday. Took your advice, bro. That shit was popping. Like so, when you find a local who knows where everything is at and they can somewhat relate to you, like speak your language and stuff, like you don't have to see someone that speaks fluent English because you're just not
Yeah.
going to find that, but or someone that speaks fluent Portuguese. But you're going to find someone that can speak like broken Portuguese or broken English and stuff like that. If they have a good heart and they're like, you know what, yeah, I'll help you out, bro. You're solid no matter where you go. Yeah, find
Bro,
a
that's
local.
perfect. That's
Yeah.
perfect, dude. That's golden advice. Yeah, definitely. No,
Mm.
I 100% agree. Also, because man, this is something that, oh my God. So, do you know this word in Portuguese called vergonha or like vergonha?
No, what's that?
So that's shame. It's
Shame.
shame.
Okay.
That's what it means. Yeah,
Vergonia.
shame. Vergonha. Yeah, yeah. Now, here's the thing. The way like I'm used to even with the American pronunciation at this point, because one of the teachers that works with us is called Tevin. He's from Dallas, right?
Okay.
And he was like, "Bro, I don't know what it is about you Brazilians, like the fucking Vergonha. Like you're always ashamed of trying. Like you're worried about making mistakes, and you don't want to like you don't want people to
Ooh.
laugh at you or some, like all the time." And he's a teacher, right? So he's like, I try to get Brazilians to talk to me, and like they're by far the the toughest people to crack in the sense of not to get to meet, to get to know, definitely not, but to make them attempt to use English, to speak English. Oh my
Oh
God, bro.
my
It's like,
God, he's so fucking right, bro.
right?
Oh my God, he's right. I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, continue.
No, no, no. But yeah, that's it. And that's my point. Like every time I tell people, bro, you can't be like that. You gotta open your mouth. I look, you will make mistakes. Guess what? You're not gonna die. You know what I mean? You're gonna be fine.
Right,
You just gotta go through that because then, like, the more mistakes you make, the earlier you get to speak correctly, right? And to
right,
feel confident, to make friends, and to like experience this new life through the language. You know what I mean? So
right.
it's like, bro, that's solid advice, definitely. Like when you get to meet someone like that, to know someone like that, and you actually become friends, bro, that's oh my god, that's so cool, man. That's
Bro,
so
let
cool.
me
Yeah,
because I know you gotta go in like 30 minutes. Let me just tell you this
yeah,
real quick.
yeah,
Bro, what he said was so correct because every time I met a Brazilian girl, bro, she knows how to speak English. And she'll just stick with the Portuguese, bro. And I swear I hate
right.
that because
Oh my
I'll
god.
speak Portuguese,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You heard my Portuguese. My shit is fucked up, but I'ma still try. I don't give a fuck. I'ma try. All right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, and the thing is, with Brazilians, because they know I'm trying, they're gonna give me some kudos. They're like, okay, well, he's trying. You know, I'm letting it rock,
Definitely. For
bro.
sure.
Us Americans, we do the same thing. We know you're not speaking that proper English. We understand you though. And the thing is, because we're Black Americans, we're gonna tease you. It's okay though. It's love.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna tease you out
Yeah.
of love. The same way you're gonna tease me. I know it's love. Don't be ashamed.
Perfect.
And
That's it. That's it.
all the people who's in here understand this. In order to learn, you're going to have to fail. It's just it is what it is. Us as Black, definitely if you deal with Black Americans, definitely if you deal with me, a nigga like me, I'm for sure gonna clown you. But I'm not gonna clown you like I'm not
Not
gonna
yet.
clown you to where it hurts. I'm gonna clown you like I'll give you a perfect example. Saw someone at the beach today. Um, the person told me their name, and they were trying to spell it, and they were like, it was like Li, and I'm like Li, and I'm like, what the fuck kind of name is that? And then she took she was like, no, I don't know how to spell it. I don't know how to say it in English. And
Oh.
I started making fun of her. I'm like, you don't know how to spell your name? And we started laughing. And then she showed me how to write it. And I'm like, oh, you mean L-E. She's like, oh, I thought it was an I. I'm like,
LE.
no, it's the E. But I'm a clowner.
Okay.
But now she know. But the thing is, though, because I clowned her for a little bit, right, and teased her, now she understands, like, oh, okay, it's not an I, it's an E. Same way I learned,
Yeah.
bro. I was saying, it's mais ou menos, bro. I was saying, my homie Miles, he clowned me off this shit, because someone was like, oh, you know how to speak Portuguese? I said, menos maisos,
Oh.
bro. That nigga was like, what the fuck did you just say, bro? Hey, bro, started laughing every time, bro.
And
We was at
that's
a dinner and we was eating, and then
yeah.
I'm like, damn, this shit is good. He was like, yeah, minus menos, right? I'm like, all right, bro, you got it. All right, you got it, bro. But because he clowned me, I
Oh
learned. Now I'm
shit.
like, oh, it's minus menos. Like,
Yeah, but that makes sense because like it's an emotional connection to it, right? Because you got
right,
caught, you're like, oh fuck it, yeah, I gotta pay attention. That's it. You're being
yeah.
prioritized. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense, definitely. Bro,
Hmm.
okay, that's perfect. Solid advice. Bro, okay, so look, I'm gonna have to wrap this up, but genuinely it's only because of the meeting, because if I didn't have it, oh man, we
I'm already
could keep it
knowing.
going for hours. Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
you know
I'm
me. Yeah,
already knowing.
definitely. Definitely. Right? So dude, let me just thank you. And also let me just say this real clear because bro, I appreciate the fuck out you, man. Like honestly, from the bottom of my heart. Cause again, like it's just finally, like thank God being able to talk to someone about like the shit that I grew up with. And it's like, oh yeah, you too. Man, it's like a relief, like, "Oh, fuck, fine." You know what I mean? Like, damn, like, I really like it, you know? So appreciate the fuck out you, man.
Yeah,
Again,
bro.
you know they have a homie in Rio. Anytime you're in Rio, just hit me up, whatever you
Next
need,
year,
I got you.
I made a vow. Next year, I'm coming back to Rio. I'm gonna come to
Oh,
Rio.
let's fucking go.
Yeah, we gonna tap in, bro. We gonna do some vlogs. We gonna do some content, and then
Definitely.
you gonna show me the right and correct way to be
Definitely.
in Rio.
Yes, sir. That's it. Bro, thank you, man, right? Oh, yeah, by the way, everybody that's watching, if you don't know Tyler, just plug, like, all your shit, your social media. Tell
Oh,
them about
yes,
it.
yes. My Instagram at Tyler Aviles, YouTube Tyler Aviles, Twitch Tyler Aviles. I'm on Kick now too, Tyler Aviles. How you spell that? Tyleravillez. Tap in with me. I on my YouTube channel. I practice my very disturbing and ugly Portuguese on women. I try to make them laugh. I do interactions and stuff like that. And then I also just blog about my life and also while I'm
Oh,
in LA.
shit.
All right.
Bro, I tell you what, I'm 27. I've never heard someone describe their language as disturbing.
And
That's
dessert.
perfect.
Different, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh, fuck, that's perfect, man. Bro, that's it, that's it. So, guys, look, that's it. Let me just say this in Portuguese real quick. Galera, para quem não conhece, o Tyler também faz conteúdo para internet. Ele faz muito conteúdo de interação com, a gente chamaria locais, né? Então, gente de as mulheres de Salvador e tal. E ele vai tentando praticar português, cara, um conteúdo muito legal. Tyler, aí a gente falaria Aviles, então é Tyler Avilez, tá? Eu vou deixar o nome aqui, depois se você ver na live vai estar o nome dele, tá? Vai estar linkado com o YouTube, aí você segue ele no Instagram, enfim, nas páginas dele, no YouTube, se inscreve lá, beleza? So, bro, thank you so much. That's it. I'll talk to you later, all right?
All right, Brody.
See you, my brother.
Peace,
Thank you.
man.
Bye-bye.
Like.